Amazing Maria's in the house.
What's up? What's up?
And Suave is in the house.
Maximo Suave.
Maximo Suave is in the house. A star of his own, and you guys are best buddies, I think.
You know what? I'll take that. That is my best friend.
Is he your driver or what?
Oh, I drive all right.
Yeah. Whoa! We just started it off as a Rated X show here.
That's tomorrow night.
And we have for one night only. We have brung in. I've let Johnny use the gimmick back. Superfly Johnny Lee is in the house.
Welcome
you look
back.
so sad.
You look so sad. What's wrong, Johnny?
We're buddies.
Do you need a friend? Do you need a
This
friend?
man do me to a band. He's done everything
Oh,
they can.
get
to
over
take
it.
away from me.
Oh,
Get
you know what
over
I'm
it.
hearing, Andy? You know what I'm hearing?
I know.
It was a free ride. It's okay.
That's
It's a
all
free
right.
ride.
Yeah,
It was your
yeah.
Uber driver.
Yeah, you still owe me money for denting my van with that ugly face of yours.
Buddies. I'm still stuck on that. We're
Y'all are
buddies.
good buddies.
We'll let him in on a little secret later on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all like dating or something? Secrets?
Secret whale?
No, I don't think it's
I don't
much
think
of a
you would
secret.
say dating.
Yeah.
So we got little secrets coming up.
Oh, there's secrets coming up.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna throw some secrets out there today for us?
Yeah, we could.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh, Bobby Blade is watching.
Bobby Blade's watching.
Oh, what's up, Bobby Blade?
Johnny, take over. I need to.
Make a phone call.
No, I need to
Yeah.
share all this stuff.
So what has Amazing Maria been doing lately?
Maximo.
Oh,
And Maxwell as well.
Couch God does real good sitting, on the couch. Yes, that's what she's been doing lately. Maximo. No, actually, guys, I've been doing a lot, still working with OVW. It's hard and heavy every Thursday night. We've got a summer tour popping off. We're, going actually all over the country these days.
Yeah.
We got Vegas coming up, Phoenix coming up. Chicago-esque, Des Plaines, Iowa, not Iowa, Illinois. Illinois, yeah.
Starts with I. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm redneck. It's whatever.
Well, I know. Oh, do I know?
What else we got? We got Pikeville coming up, big live pay-per-view from Harlan, Kentucky.
Is it Harlan?
That is Harlan, right? Pikeville? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, man, I'm not from around here.
Listen, when we were filming for Netflix, we did a show down there and got kicked out and haven't been back since. So,
Yeah, big pay-per-view.
this is our big return. We get to do a live
I
pay-per-view
can't
down
believe
there.
that they kick y'all out.
Well,
A lot of things happened that day. A lot. It's been covered on Wrestlers Netflix, but a lot of things.
So
went
how's
down.
it changed from before Wrestlers on Netflix? Guys, if you don't know, Maria is a star of the Netflix Wrestlers.
and Haley J. She's the top star.
You guys both are the star of that whole thing there. When I think of that, I think of y'all's story in that.
Let's be honest. They made that documentary to focus on y'all.
Yeah, exactly. It almost have to be. But so what's the difference before and after? Is it is it just elevated it that much, or?
It has. It's brought OVW into a whole new light. So we have more eyes on the product. We have more fans in the stands. We have more of our actual wrestlers getting out and getting, good things. We've got workers that have been signed with the NWA. We've got workers that's been signed with AEW. We've got, Cash Flow. I don't know if you guys know or not.
No.
But Cash Flow is doing a role on, what's that show?
Tulsa King.
Tulsa
Oh,
King.
wow.
Oh, I know about that.
That's
Yeah,
cool. That's cool.
Sylvester
That's
Stallone. He went and did a.
that's Stallone, right? Stallone's in that.
yeah.
Yes.
So Sylvester Stallone wrote the part for him, and
Oh,
he's
wow.
out filming Tulsa King. So
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And if you go to his ex, Sylvester Stallone's, he's got a video up where the first person that you're going to see is going to be Cash Flow.
That is awesome.
Oh, yeah,
that is
see?
credible. Like, so is Al mad that these guys he's building these stars up and then they're just going off into other things, or
No,
is
that's
he?
the whole point of
that-
OVW.
yeah,
Is that the whole point of OVW?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get ready.
OVW is a stepping stone. We are
Yeah.
a trade school, a training program, and that is our job. Our job is to develop these young talents and get them ready to go on to an AEW AEW and NWA and WWE. We're a stepping stone. And
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You know, that's what we
That
do.
is very awesome.
That is awesome. That's incredible. Any other stars done anything else that you want to let us know about?
Let's see. Tiffany Nieves, she's been signed by the NWA.
Oh, is she one of their champs right now?
Well,
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
No, she may be challenging the champ for that
okay.
title coming
Yeah.
up. You know, yeah. Let's see. The Outrunners are
Signed with AEW.
AEW.
Yeah.
We've got Layla Gray with AEW.
Uh-huh.
Let's see who else we got.
Oh, she's incredible. Layla Gray's incredible.
Oh yeah, beautiful, talented.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And then of course me and Hollywood are
Uh-huh.
signed with WoW. So I feel like OVW does exactly what it's meant to do, and that's build tomorrow's superstars today.
That's great.
That's
That's
what I'm
great.
talking about.
Because I didn't know what they. I guess I didn't understand what they wanted to do. Like if they wanted to just kind of like build the business big enough to be like a WWE or an AEW, but they're kind of like a stepping stone to those.
Well, I mean,
Well, they're working to get there.
Yeah.
You know, they still want to be a top promotion.
Yeah.
but we
yeah.
still want to have a TV program, you know what I
So,
mean? But
Uh-huh.
here's the thing, like we are legitimately a trade school and a training program. So all these young talent, all these young individuals come in who have never wrestled a day in their lives, and they go through the school, they go through the training classes, they go through, the beginners class, the intermediate class, the advanced class, and then they work their way up to get on TV. We've got a young kid right now wrestling as Buzz Backlund, who is made his TV debut actually is it tonight?
Tomorrow's
last
Thursday.
night.
Oh, last.
Well, because Tuesdays we do Overdrive.
Oh,
so
okay.
right before we go live on Thursday nights, we tape our Tuesday show called Overdrive.
Yep.
And Buzz Backlund is one of our prize students who's graduated to being able to work on TV.
And
so-
for people that don't know, where do people watch OVW? I know that y'all go live on Facebook.
we do.
Where I know of,
Is it still on the TV channel too?
Yes,
Channel 5,
it's on
CW.
WBNA Channel 21 in Louisville. Excuse me. It is live here in Lexington. I just don't know
Yeah.
the area to know what.
I know.
Oh,
It's on CW, Channel 5.
there you go.
Every Thursday and sometimes every Saturday.
In Bowling Green, in Bowling Green, we come on Fox right after SmackDown.
Okay.
So, but live on Thursday nights, we are live on WBNA. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook, and we are also live on Triller, which formerly known as Fight TV.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I knew that. That was cool. That's awesome. That's a lot of places. Like
Hey, Terry England's watching. He's tuning in.
Oh, Terry!
Terry, better
I'm
have
gonna
my
punch
bottle
him
of water,
in the face.
brother.
He don't know it. He's gonna get punched in the face.
Better have my bottle of water.
That's right.
Better.
Eric Montgomery said, Maximo Suave has some kick-ass gear as it's simply amazing.
I do.
He's got
He
some
also-
brand new gear.
I
It's
just
great.
the brand new gear. Yeah.
So Maximo, what's your story? Like where have you? Where
I'm just Spanish. Sit in the
is
background.
that all?
Oh, now come on. You know what? This
Is
is
that
the
all?
first
You're
time.
just Spanish?
This is the first time someone has asked you your story.
No,
You
I'm
better
really,
start
I'm
talking.
really interested in you because like I've seen you around and
And at New South. when he
So, December 18 of this year, making 20 years, I've been a pro wrestler.
20 years.
Yeah, I
you
broke
don't
in
even
in-
look like you're 20 years old.
Like,
does he?
I know, right?
He doesn't look
Lucky
like he's
me.
20 years old.
I just turned
He's
39.
probably 59 or something.
No, 39. I just turned
just-
no,
39.
no,
39.
no, you're
April.
not 39.
Yeah,
Fuck.
39. I got a daughter that's in gonna be a junior in college
Yeah.
this year,
Yeah.
and then I got a 12-year-old son.
Okay.
But I started in December of 04 up in New York, Western New York.
So you're from New York.
Upstate
You're
New
not
York.
from Mexico.
No, I'm
You're
Puerto
Mex-
Rican, by the
He's
way.
Puerto Rican.
You're Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican.
Okay. So Puerto Rico.
Different Spanish.
Puerto Rican's United States.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he's legal.
Yeah, I'm legal.
He's not with me to get his green card. Contrary to popular belief.
But yeah, I broke.
So y'all hear it here. He's not with her to get his green card. No, that's just a rumor. And
but
they are really good buddies.
Yes, really
A
good.
very good friend.
I broke in the same school as Colin Delaney, Brody Lee. I've been trained by one of the head referee in ECW, HC Lowe.
Okay.
That's his mentor.
That's my
and,
mentor. So I broke in with them. My trainers were AC Lowe, Chris Hero, Jimmy Olsen, Hellcat.
Okay. So how the hell did you get to Kentucky? Her? Oh, really? Y'all met in New York, and she's like,
Well,
get in the
actually,
bag.
no.
Actually, we met.
Get in my luggage.
We met
met
in Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
About 10 years ago.
So you
around
start dating and dating?
No,
there. No, we just stood in contact.
He was looking real hard. Though.
Yeah, I was looking real
Jimmy
hard.
Jimmy had to pull him aside and be like, "Listen, bro."
Yeah, my trainer just threw his arm and was like,
Because
hey.
I was dating Reverend Ronnie Roberts at the time.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
back in the day.
He's cool as hell, too. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
him.
All I asked was like, yo, who's that? He's like, she's spoken for. Like, I just asked, who is she?
Yeah. I'm going to get her at some point. I'm going to get
At some
her.
point, yeah.
He chased me for about 3.5 years after that, though.
Oh, really?
Well,
Okay.
later
So
on down the
later
line.
on
Later on
in
down the
life,
line.
that
Oh.
led to now.
Okay. Go ahead. And then
Hell
you
yeah.
came to OVW, or did y'all?
All her.
The OVW is all her.
All her.
So she brung you in.
She has, well, she obviously, she has to throw my name and
Yeah.
whatever, but
yeah.
it was
I mean,
never,
you got it legit.
my
you,
thing
you
is,
earned it.
I've traveled all over the country,
Uh-huh.
but my main base was all the East Coast.
Yeah.
The farthest I've ever did Midwest was
Memphis, Indiana.
Memphis, Indiana.
IWA Mid
Oh,
South.
Memphis, Indiana. Yeah.
So
for-
do you ever go back up to New York and
Yeah,
wrestle?
all the time.
Oh, yeah, we were just there. We wrestled last Saturday.
wrestled. Yeah. Last
Really?
Saturday.
Yeah. We
Okay,
had
tell
cage
us about
matches.
that. That's
An-
awesome.
anniversary.
You did a cage match?
Yeah.
I was just thinking that earlier. I was like, I wonder if Maria's ever done a cage match. And Johnny was like, of course she's done a cage
I've done
match.
like now like
Yeah.
4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. The ladies don't usually do cage matches, do they?
Don't forget, she's a deathmatch specialist too.
Oh yeah. We got the.
Yeah,
we got
tell
the,
me about it.
Yeah, we got the. How did they say it? When you bleed, what is it? What is the term?
Gig.
When you
I
bleed,
don't
you
know.
make money.
I don't know. What
Oh.
what do they call you when you bleed during a match?
Juice.
Juicing,
Get some
baby.
juice.
Is that juicing? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Get
No,
going,
but
Crimson Mass.
I still wrestle out in the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're from New York. You wrestle out in the East Coast. Down south, wrestling in Florida or anything like that.
Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, those places.
Yeah.
It was real funny because like we started dating in like November, right, of 2021.
2021. Okay.
And
so y'all been together for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his first birthday that we were going to spend together, right? I told him, I was like, hey, will you come down here for your birthday? And he was like, yeah, I'll come spend my birthday down there with you. I was like, okay, bring some wrestling gear.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I was like, well, yeah, I might get you, a dark match or something.
We might
on
have a
OVW.
bedroom match.
I told him, I was like,
Tag me in, man.
I might get you a dark match at OVW. And he came in and tell him what your first match was for OVW.
I wrestled Star Rider on TV.
Okay. What
Hell
on
yeah.
TV?
On
On
TV.
TV.
I've never
Wrestled on TV.
on TV like,
Until that point.
Till that point, yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're a veteran of it
mind
now,
you,
right?
mind you, she tells me to bring all this gear.
I told him to bring all of his gear because you never know what your opponent's going to wear.
That's true.
She fucking worked me. That's what she did. She fucking worked me.
Yeah.
I got all types of color gear and everything. I'm like,
You're a damn
got-
professional. You got a
and in my
bunch
head,
of
I'm
shit.
like, I know nobody have this color. Like,
He brought like 8 sets of gear.
like I
10
brought 8 sets of gear, and then it was my birthday. Like
Yeah.
I made my debut on my actual birthday.
That is a great present. you
So
gave
she
them.
gives me my first gift, which is a
Nobody's ever gave you kind of birthday present like that, right?
I'm
All
still
3 of them.
yeah,
bro.
yeah. So she gives me this painting of Scarface. Scarface is my favorite movie. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. She's like, no, but this is your real gift. I want to see this. I'm like, open it. It was a set of gear. I'm like, you fucking asshole. You told me to bring all this gear,
And now you got some new
and you got
gear.
me. And of course, I'm not gonna be the asshole to go. Well, I'm not wearing this tonight. I'm gonna wear
What I brung, yeah. No, I'm
So I'm
definitely
like,
wearing it.
why? So I
Yeah.
wrestled Star Rider. The next night was a show
Run for
at
the ropes at the
Run
waterfront.
from the ropes.
Uh-huh.
We show up early on accident. Wasn't even planned.
And this was all before the Netflix thing.
Yes.
All before the
Yeah.
Netflix thing.
Yeah, this is
So-
all in April.
This is all in April. Netflix started a month later.
No, it started,
Yeah, May.
the end of
May,
May.
yeah. So the next day is Run for the Ropes. We just went to hang out.
Yeah.
Well, I had a
Man.
meeting.
Well, yeah, you had a meeting. Somebody was suspended. I'll let her explain that to you guys.
Okay.
But we were going for that, and we showed up before the ring, before the guys, and like everybody noticed, like the kid from New York is here before all of us.
Yeah.
So eventually, little by little,
He helped set the ring up,
Hey,
help
Al,
get
and then
everything
she
ready.
goes, and then she gets, hey, you're back. By the way, tell your boy he's on tonight.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know that. So she comes up to me. She goes, you got to go get your gear. I'm like, for what? You're wrestling tonight. I wasn't supposed to wrestle. I didn't. The whole thing.
Yeah.
I came down here to celebrate my birthday,
Yeah, yeah,
not wrestle.
yeah.
So they gave me a match that night, and I did whatever. And then Al comes up to me. Hey, are you here tomorrow? Yeah, I'm here till Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, are you on the pay-per-view? Right.
Great Al Snow.
Yeah. Oh, I try.
Yeah.
It's Batman.
Hey, you're on tomorrow. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. And then all of a sudden, she gets the thing. She goes, yeah, you're opening the pay-per-view. I'm like, you out of your fucking mind. Stop.
Wow. Like all of a sudden you're thrown into this TV stuff.
So I was supposed to wrestle TW3 and
But-
someone else, but the third person couldn't make it.
Uh-huh.
So they made the match between me and TW3. And the night before, the guys vouched for me. And one of the guys, Isaiah, told me, hey, man, well, just pay it forward. So the next night, I'm like, hey, this kid took a chair shot on Thursday. He volunteered. Nobody told him to do it. He volunteered. Is there any way we could put him in this match? Because I'm not known. Is he known?
That guy being one
Luke Curtis.
certified Luke
Okay.
Curtis.
All right. All right.
So he asked to have Luke put
So
in
at
their
this
match.
point, do you have any time to have like any nerves going on, or is just
Can't think
just
about
like,
it.
You can't even think about it. It's just like, oh,
It
yeah.
starts right when they tell me, hey, pay-per-view's about to start. You guys are first. Get to
then you're like the
girl.
anxiety is like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
But-
in my head, she vouched for me.
Yeah, oh,
Some
yeah.
other people vouched for me, and I'm like, I do not want to let nobody down.
Well, you
the
know,
last thing I need is for Al to be like, what the fuck?
all that
That's right.
all that wrestling and stuff that you put in before all that led to that point. You know, it's just like it just.
But the thing about it, if you're not
like-
nervous,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be out there.
Oh yeah.
You shouldn't. So for me, yeah, I was nervous, but it was like, all right, I'm here. This is what I work for. Oh, she vouched for me. Oh, he vouched for me. Like,
That's being clutch, man. Being nervous and being scared out of your mind, but going out there and doing what you got to do. That's a clutch, man.
So we did the pay-per-view match. And then at the end of the night, like, she comes up to me. She's like, Al gave the thumbs up on everything you're doing,
Yeah.
especially my finisher, which was a big, hey.
Yeah, I
we-
told him, I was like, please don't tell nobody what your finisher is. Just go do it.
Do it.
And then I will give you the thumbs up or the thumbs down because we have certain moves at OVW that are forbidden.
Oh really?
Yeah, so like a buckle bomb is forbidden. It's very dangerous. You can't control your body. It's the only move in wrestling that someone has complete control of you. They throw you and you're going back into a buckle. You have no control of where your body's going.
Yeah.
So buckle bombs are out of the question. Any kind of bumps or moves on the apron,
Uh huh.
they're, not, and pile drivers.
Okay. Yeah, I don't guess I've ever seen any
favorite
apron moves in OVW. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah,
So
and
no-
if there are,
What is your
they are-
finisher?
They are there sporadically, but they have to be approved,
Approved.
and you have to make sure you have a why when you go to Al Snow and want to.
Why you're going to do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It has to
That
make
makes
sense.
sense.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
if you can make it make sense, then he'll approve it. But if you don't have a why, or if your why just doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
So my finisher is a package pile driver.
Oh,
I love
okay.
it.
So they're all folded. There's nowhere to go. So she tells me, like, hey, this is what you're going to do. Hey, I'm like, am I hitting my finisher tonight? She's like, yeah, like, you do know what it is. She's like, it's either yes or no. Just see what happens.
Now, Brody Lee gave him the package pile driver. Okay. So that's a big thing.
We're going to back it. Kevin Steen created the package pile driver, or Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens created a package pile driver.
Uh-huh.
He passed it along to Brody Lee when Kevin got signed. When Brody got signed, he passed it to me. And the only explanation for me to take the package pile driver was, you got a big Samoan ass. You won't hurt nobody. You won't let me rephrase. You won't paralyze nobody. You'll be fine. Those were the words.
Because
I'm like,
you got a big ass.
yeah, I'm like, all right, I'll go with it.
Hell
so
yeah.
she tells me that, then have a producer or agent,
Words
and
of praise.
the agent came up to me like, hey, just do this. And then I'm like, all right, I'll tell you. Hey, it's a package pile driver. He goes, just hit your move. And he just walks away. I'm like, all right. So I
So
hit it.
you're allowed to do it.
Yeah, I got the approval that night.
Awesome.
I got the
So
approval.
you mentioned Brody Lee. What?
Brother.
Oh man, like
No, I mean,
he's gone.
Like-
Brother.
Like,
yeah.
used to
So
say,
how do you like?
he
knowing-
used to have Sunday dinner at Maximo's
knowing
house
that he's
with his
gone,
mom.
like
Oh,
How did that impact
it
your
was
career?
It was a big blow.
Yeah.
I mean, to Western New York, it was a big big blow.
It meant so much to him. He still hasn't watched the AEW tribute. I have it saved on the TV at home, and he still hasn't
have
watched
not been
it.
able to sit down and do it.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
think you would be able to.
No.
Yeah, like being that close to him.
Oh yeah, like he was. My mom chased that 6'7" monster out of the house. Like she made Sunday dinner, and then she's like, "Oh, by the way, you guys are donating like $10 a plate because this was a lot of food." And he opens his mom. He's like, "Oh, Mom, I had 3 plates." Like, "Well, you owe me $30." He's like, "Well, I don't fucking have it." And that woman took the step, and
That's so funny.
I've never seen that man move so fast to that night.
Did he have the big beard then too?
Oh,
So-
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, he was such a star. Like it's like, what would he have been if he had got to live? You know, if he got to like, what would
He
have
was
happened?
a
It was
huge
just.
part of AEW.
Oh yeah, he was a huge part of AEW when he passed away. It was like it was that was
Fuck him. Fuck you, asshole. You probably talk shit right now.
I know,
can
like
say
why
that.
he had something better. Apparently, he had something better to do somewhere else. I guess so. You know.
Nah, but a sweetheart, man. He would give you
Oh
a shirt
yeah,
off
he
his back.
seemed like he would be.
He
yeah.
stopped 2 promoters from getting killed
Yeah.
by me.
Oh
Yes.
he stopped.
Oh, they
saved
they
their
screwed
lives.
me over on money.
Yeah.
And he comes over like, "What are you doing?" Like, "Oh, he owes me money." Like, "Oh, he's just messing with you."
Yeah.
He gave me your money. Bends over, goes into his bag, takes the money out. He's like, "Here." I'm like,
Oh, he paid you.
"It's your
That was
money."
just-
He's like, "Don't worry about it. He paid me. Go."
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Brody. I'm mad, but I'm not
That's
6'7"
awesome.
mad.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Rest in peace, Brody.
Yeah.
G.
Oh, speaking of which, we got Isaiah tuning in right now.
Aw.
And Jimmy Walls.
He owes me a knee. I say I'm waiting for that knee, brother.
That's my ninja.
But yeah, I broke it in Western New York, and I haven't learned yet.
That's incredible that you that you was that close with Brody Lee.
Oh yeah.
Brody
Travel
was a
up.
jokester too.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
travel.
else know that, or does this?
Everybody knows.
Oh,
Well,
everybody,
everybody
yeah.
from upstate New York, like,
Yeah.
he doesn't really talk much about Brody like anymore, just because it hurts. You know what I
Oh
mean? Like,
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
If people start telling Brody stories, like at WrestleMania, we were at I was booked for a watch party, and some guys there were talking about Brody and like being in the Fed with him and stuff, and they got to share some stories and
Oh yeah, with
had a good
Mojo
time.
Raleigh.
Okay.
We got to share stories.
Oh, that's cool.
Made me break down that
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Yeah. At
Thank-
this point, y'all got to meet like everybody, right?
It's because of her. Everybody knows her.
Everybody knows her.
Everybody. Well, in the East Coast, certain places they know me, but everywhere else, they just know her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a huge star.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Netflix
Hey,
thing's
Like
big.
she wanted to thank Talia. Talia.
Oh yeah, Taya Valkyrie. We were at the watch
Oh,
party,
Yeah.
and
So
Taya
sh-
was with a group.
So she wanted to say, thank you because what she did for her Haley
She had a
at
match with
AEW.
Haley at AEW here in not here in Lexington, but in Louisville, Kentucky, right?
She's a
I
great
remember
talent.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Talia wrestled Haley, and they literally wanted it to be like a 2-minute match, and Talia was like, no.
No.
She went out there and they wrestled 8 minutes, and like it was so good. I was just like. And I just
Aw.
wanted to thank her,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, for like trusting in my kid enough to, like, she's the star.
Yeah. Tell us how proud you are of her.
Oh man, I don't make me cry. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
proud of my kid.
Oh no, you
But,
can tell. Yeah.
You know, I wanted to thank Taya
Uh-huh.
Taya for taking the time to actually giving Haley 8 minutes of her time and letting her go out there
Yeah.
and wrestle and not just beat her up for 2 minutes and,
You know,
and that's it.
I've been around wrestling now about 4 years, and like everybody there's so many really good people in this.
100%.
And
Oh, yeah.
like everybody's so giving to everybody else. It seems like.
Yeah.
And
And
I
that's
think
the way to do it.
That's where he was
Exactly.
going with that. Like I went up to thank her.
To
and
thank
I
her,
was
so
I was like,
I
I don't know.
she's looking at me. She's like, I don't know if I'm like, listen. Like she tells me, everything's a conversation. The worst thing that she could be like is, oh hey, oh okay, and then just walk away. So I dragged her like, come on, follow me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just stopped. Can we talk to you? She goes, yeah, give me a second. She talked. She came and she's like, Haley's mom.
Yeah,
And she's like,
yeah.
you know me? Like, yeah, I know you, Maria. I'm like, of course they know you. All
Yeah,
right.
That's
I seen her down at EWA. She was down there last last weekend or weekend before that?
Oh, Haley
Hollywood?
J.
Yeah, Haley.
Yeah.
I just she's such a star. Not that I'm starstruck when I see her, but like everybody I don't usually go up and talk to her, and she probably thinks I'm just an asshole or something. But
No,
but
she's the asshole for real.
But
if you
like,
don't talk to her, she's probably
everybody
like,
else is talking to her so much, and I'm like, I'm just gonna leave her alone, and maybe at some point I'll get to talk to her, but
Right.
yeah.
No, you got to just go up and say hi to her.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
not an asshole for real.
Yeah.
I
She
gotta tell
loves
you
her
though,
friends.
I like to when her and Lacey Green, they were really looking like they were throwing hands.
I'm, I'm
that
pretty
night.
sure those two beat the shit out
Yeah,
of each other.
yeah,
I
Okay?
saw a chair get thrown out there. I was like,
Like mother, like daughter. I beat the hell
Yeah.
out of Lexi Green. She's beat the hell out of me.
Yeah.
So it's
She's so cool when she comes
and
in
from a
here.
regular master, them just want to beat the hell out of each other.
That's how it gets sometimes.
Yeah, she's been
It's
like
she's
that.
been here twice or Lexi been here once or twice?
Once. so
Once,
far.
yeah. That's when I was sick, wasn't her? I wasn't here.
Yep. That's when she had Icon Lee sitting inside.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he was here. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
And Lacey Green sat right there.
Your icon.
Lacey Green spent the whole episode antagonizing him as soon as he came in here.
He is our
Finally, she gets up, goes inside space,
He
and
is-
he chases her out of the room.
he's our champion right now. He has our
Oh, well,
podcast
there's a
belt. He
problem.
takes that thing everywhere.
Well, there's a problem.
Well, you
I
know-
beat him,
Okay.
so I should get a shot.
Was it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You should definitely get a shot.
Exactly.
I beat him to wrestle. Matter of fact, Adrian for that title.
Yeah, I remember
Uh-huh.
that.
That
And
is
Adrian
true.
screwed me over, and then again, and so he still got one coming.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's the name? I've never got his rematch. Who's the other guy that had it?
Matt Trey.
Matt Atreya never got his rematch either.
He ain't better than me. It's
Let's
fine.
see.
No.
This was
Yeah.
this was the one that earned the shot.
Yeah, he's got a shade.
Maybe y'all
Exactly.
can rematch that up there at OVW.
Well, I'll do it.
Yeah.
All he has to do is bring it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the
Speaking
title.
Speaking of titles, that's a real nice women's title.
Oh, I
set,
know,
by the way.
right?
And my favorite color, so I might take
Oh,
it home with me.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not the women's
Like,
champion, but the
yeah.
strap is cool.
We talked about that. I made that. I got that title made for you.
Yes.
Yeah. But you didn't want it pink. You wanted it blue. But
Hey,
But
pink,
you know what? Pink's his favorite
but
color,
pink's
so you
my
know what?
favorite
It's
color.
okay.
yeah, pink's my favorite color too.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love pink.
pink's awesome.
Yes.
I,
Yeah.
Oh, I almost gave it away. We can't give it
Nah,
away yet.
not yet, not yet.
I almost said it. I was like,
What is it? Oh, we got a secret.
We gotta build it up. We gotta build it
Oh,
up.
build it
Yeah,
up.
you gotta
Okay,
build
we
it
got a
up.
story tell.
we got a story.
Bobby Blade chimed in. He said, Haley is awesome. I remember back when she was really little, Maria brought her to the shows for years.
Yeah, she probably made fun of Bobby a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I've heard so many stories. Sean Johns, which is my original co-host, he's not here tonight. Somebody passed away. Rest in peace, his friend that passed away. But he knows Haley
Oh yeah.
like from when she was a little kid. I guess he called her his little buddy, is what he
Yep.
said.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to be nosy, but I'm looking at it.
Yeah, be nosy.
The best thing of it says, "Who is going to book Maria versus Maximo in a lovers hardcore match?" That's
Why hasn't it happened yet?
That is not what that says.
Yes,
DJ
it does.
Easy said, yep, DJ
It
Easy
does.
said it.
says it.
DJ Easy said
Who's
that.
going to book Maximo and Maria in
There
a
it is.
lovers hardcore match?
Well, you know, we gotta
I'm
get one of those
surprised.
promotions that books intergender matches for that.
we
shit.
we have a joke around here. It's like a bedroom match. Yeah, and then some of us got like, you're gonna have a bedroom match with that girl, with your girlfriend, and I'm gonna be over in the corner. I'm gonna tag in.
Well,
It all depends on the night, brother.
Tag me. You're like, no.
speaking of the devil, Matt Trey just chimed in. That's who Tad Dazarn is.
Uh-huh.
He said, Maria!
Matt Atreya, yeah.
That's my dude. Yes, sir.
Oh, I beat him too. See, I
That's
beat
cool,
him and
man.
Icon
I
Lee.
know
So,
you
nah.
are in line for that
Yeah,
belt.
It has
yeah.
to be me.
And you
Yeah.
almost came close to facing Adrian for the title. And Adrian
Actually, he
screwed you
did
over.
face Adrian
I did
for
face
the title.
Adrian. He screwed me
and
over.
he screwed him over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
New South.
You owe the
I ain't forgive
rematch
him.
you won.
Yeah, no, you
forgot.
shouldn't. Yeah, go to the EWA and
Nah, I had a bad experience at EWA.
yeah.
Yeah.
He gave Hippo a pile driver.
Oh, okay.
People
yeah.
spear me, and then
Yeah.
Berto hit me with
Yeah.
blocks.
You're
and,
probably
yeah.
hated there. You
We got-
you did something to Hippo. You're hated there.
We got
Oh,
some-
nobody told him to be there. He was in
got-
the way.
Yeah.
We got a young wrestler here
Uh-huh.
that said, his name's Chris Crow. He said, Maximo doesn't know me, but I think we can tear the house down anywhere.
You know
Anytime,
what?
any
I
place.
would,
Have you
I
seen
would,
Chris Crow wrestle?
Yeah, I have.
I would
I
put
know
my
who he is.
stamp of approval on that because I think Chris Crow has come a long way.
He's awesome.
Oh my gosh, I've watched
seen
him
him.
come
I
up
love
through
that kid.
himself.
He's awesome. I put him on the same level as like Marty Clay. You know.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
I wrestled
him
Marty.
Doing, him
Marty's
doing a singles
awesome.
run
Yeah.
has been the best thing for Chris.
He's got a
I
hell of
would
a
do
spirit
it.
too.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Chris, anytime, any place you find a place, I'm there.
Oh, you hear that, Chris? There you
And
go.
For any promotion,
Any promotion.
right there.
Anywhere.
me.
Maximo.
Book me.
He's
Hey, listen,
Appalachian down
please,
there. I'm
book
sure.
me.
I'm sure those guys would like that match down there.
That's the camera over there, right? Please. book
Yeah, oh,
me.
yeah, that's
Kyle,
the camera.
Kyle
Book
Maggart.
Maximo.
Kyle Maggart. Book Maximo Suave. You will not regret it.
company.
There's my agent. Just get a hold of my
That's
agent because
right.
everybody knows Maria, so I just say she's my agent. Just
I'll hit up
get a
Kyle
hold of
Macker.
her.
I'll tell him,
Please.
hey, we got this guy, Maximo Suave. Hit him
Please.
up. This guy can do it.
Just make sure there's bottled waters there, please.
They
Chris Crow
have.
said,
They
"Let's
have.
fucking
Yeah, if you
go."
watch their shows, they have great shows down there.
Yeah.
Stan's their champion, and Marty Clay and them, and they have
Man,
Chris Crow
I
down
had
there
a
now.
Blast with Stan.
Oh yeah.
And Marty.
Oh, and Marty, but-
so listen, I got Maximo booked his first summer down here with Terry England, and his very first match ever was against Marty Clay.
Marty Clay.
That was his first match ever.
yeah.
I love
And-
him, man. He's so awesome.
That's
He comes
what I'm
up here.
talking about.
He talks so country. He's
Oh,
just
yeah.
the greatest guy. He's the greatest guy. He gets on Johnny for he looks at Johnny like he'll get on X or Twitter and he'll look at Johnny and he'll look at Johnny's X.
At this point,
and it's like, Johnny, how much porn are you looking at,
this
Johnny?
point, I do it to mess with him. That's my rib against it.
Man,
Yeah.
first thing I seen was what Johnny liked, and it was some kind of porn
And
actor.
usually I do it because imagine hearing the top baby face of Kentucky saying such stuff that would make me
Oh
go,
my God,
is
it's
this
so
guy supposed to be
funny.
a baby face or a heel?
It's so funny, man.
It's
He
all
gives
good.
Johnny
It's
such
all-
hell about
yeah.
it.
I've wrestled Marty Clay too.
You've had wrestled
No.
Marty?
Actually, no, I take that back. I've not wrestled Marty Clay. Marty Clay was my tag partner.
Oh, he was your tag partner.
Yeah, when I wrestled Fiji,
Oh, okay.
it was me
Fiji
and Marty
Wild
Clay
Man.
against Fiji Wildman and
Marty's
Lady
awesome.
Inferno.
Yeah.
Have you? Did y'all wrestle? Have you wrestled John Gilbert?
No,
No.
Man right here.
Yeah,
No.
he moved to Florida.
Yeah.
Not Florida,
No,
but he
he
moved to
moved to
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, he's down
Yeah,
there in
no,
Texas.
I-
Good guy. He's young too. Still,
Okay.
I can't believe how young he
No,
is.
I wrestled Marty. I've wrestled Stan. That was a blast with Stan.
Stan's a
Oh,
Stan's
my God.
a freaking star, ain't he?
Yeah, I had a blast with him.
Yeah.
We were told 3 minutes. That's not what happened.
No, he
And as soon as I got to the back, like, wasn't my fault.
He's
I'm
the-
just listening.
he's the best at working the crowd. Like he is. He's a master at that.
Oh, so
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Real
it was
good on
funny.
the
He was
mic.
doing a gauntlet though.
Yeah, it was a gauntlet,
and
and
he was the first person.
And they're like, they're, hey, 3 minutes and blah, blah, and this and this and this. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, hey, man, Stan's a vet. Because I know he has a little bit more time than I do, so I'll just listen to him.
Yeah.
Went out there for 10, and as soon as I get to the back, like, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
I'm just listening. And then they looked at me like, listen, if you went out there with him for 10 minutes, you got the approval.
Oh
That's
yeah.
right.
I'm like, oh.
He's one of the guys that I never thought that he would even come to the studio, and he came to the studio a couple weeks ago, and I was starstruck.
"Oh,
like,
Stan
and
loves doing that kind
Stan's
of stuff."
awesome, man.
He
He's
wants to
awesome.
come back again.
He does want to
Just
come back.
shoot the shit.
Yeah, he wants to come back and shoot
Oh yeah,
the
he
shit.
loves to shoot the shit.
Oh, yes, he does. he does.
Yeah.
Matt Treya said he wants to throw his hat into the 1-versus-1 Maximo Suave hat.
I
Book
always
it.
say, book it, and I'm there.
Oh yeah, he
Well, it
ain't-
is.
he
Book
ain't-
it, I'm
Maximo
there.
ain't
Summer's
backing
wide
up from
open,
anybody.
baby.
The summer's wide open. I know we
That's
got the
right.
OVW tour, but
There
I'll
are more
work
days
all
in the
7
week than
days.
one. That's
We do
right.
have to figure out what we're going to do with this pink belt. It's been sitting there on the belt.
I'll wrestle her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie
I
Green
want-
said,
I'm put
"What's
it over,
up,
I've had
Donnie?"
so many people that's wanted
What's
to.
up, Donnie?
Yeah.
Honest Donnie Green, the linest motherfucker I know.
Donnie Green. He is so much fun having in the podcast studio. I love when him and Bear are in here. They just
Right?
they just laugh and laugh, and it's
Well,
just
Barry
told you-
gets drunker than a skunk.
I told you before we got started, some of my funnest times at UWF was
Yeah.
facing off against Donnie Green.
Oh,
yeah. What?
Jimmy Walls just said Stan may be there tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
See, I told
Really?
you.
Good.
Really?
Bring everybody. I don't care. Let's fill the room up.
Yeah. Oh,
That's right.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
lot of body.
There's
a
not a
lot.
lot of big.
That's a lot of
I'm
body
gonna have
to
to
bring
figure
in.
out the air conditioning
Yeah.
problem a
You
little
put
bit more.
Stan in here. That's a big man.
That's a big man.
Yeah, he's a
He
big
is
guy.
a big
He's a
man.
big dude.
Yeah, well,
He got a mean punch.
I had
too.
him and Kyle Maggart in here and Marty Clay in here all together.
That's a lot of
That
meat.
Jesus.
That is a lot
yeah,
of meat.
they're
That's a
all
lot.
like Marty's is a small guy, but he's huge. He's
And
thick.
Maximo's
busted.
never met Kyle, but I'll introduce him to Kyle one of these
Kyle's
days.
as big as Stan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of.
And Kyle also
That's a lot of
likes when it
beefcake.
makes
Yeah,
it-
they're practically about the same size. I think Kyle may be a little bit bigger than Stan.
We're gonna have to make this match at Adrian's, maybe at EWA.
Yeah, we have to figure out.
EWA does intergender.
We'd have to figure out
They
who would be the top 2 contenders and put them in the match together. I guess you and maybe somebody else, Maxima. He's had that match.
Haley J was down there, a couple weeks ago. Maybe
yes, she was.
There you go.
Yes, she was.
There you
Maybe
go.
it could be a mother-daughter.
I don't mind beating on her.
Yeah.
I don't mind beating her ass.
Yeah, the last time we were at EWA was for that deal, wasn't it?
EWA,
Me
you and Berto, yeah.
Me and Berto.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
He
Let me tell you something.
Oh, they
Hippo
put on a
a
great
package
show down there.
driver.
They really do. They've moved to
Richmond.
Richmond, and I think their next show is going to be in Nicholasville, right?
Yeah.
On the 31st.
May 31st.
Yeah,
That's
Richmond.
That's
What-
this Saturday.
They were doing shows.
I'm
in,
open right now.
Yeah,
I'm open.
he's open. Book him.
They were doing shows in Frankfurt, and nobody was showing up. Like it's just you think Frankfurt used to be a big wrestling town,
So
but
Was
Frankfurt
it?
used to be a hotbed, and here's the thing: like, guys have to understand, you have to promote towns like Frankfurt. You can't just internet promote.
yeah,
You can't do it. If
Yeah.
you internet promote, I mean, there's a lot of older fans and stuff that they don't have the internet.
Yeah.
Still to this day, they don't. They're lucky to get a cell phone.
yeah,
Yeah.
They're older fans and stuff. So you've got to literally get out and paper the town and do
Yeah.
more than just internet promoting.
Not a lot of people do the posters anymore. UCW does a lot of those posters.
100%. Boy,
Yeah.
Terry England will promote a town for you.
Yeah,
But
Terry
then
is
again,
right.
that's why he's drawing 700,
he'll
800
pass-
fans.
But
He
here's
had
the thing.
Yeah.
He'll flyer the whole town.
Uh-huh.
Ask him for a bottle of water though.
Oh no. During the match down there. During the match down there, he goes, Andy, come here. He go buy me a bottle of water. I'm like, don't the waters belong to you down here? Go buy me a bottle.
Nah,
like,
baby.
buy me a water for me from me.
Listen,
right,
Let me
right.
tell you, that man almost put his mama in a home because she gave away a hamburger on show. one day.
He's
Yeah,
all.
she
He's,
told me
he's
about that.
great. He's
Love Terry.
incredible.
Yeah.
Hey Terry, you got
Yes.
water? I wasn't in the budget. I like, dude, it's 95 degrees out here. We need
Never
water.
ask him for a hot dog and a handshake because he'll only give you a
The handshake.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's iffy with the handshake.
That's right.
He's awesome.
And Donnie Green said, Stan is a stiff prick. Took 10 years off my career wrestling game.
I'm sure.
Oh, we got them all coming in 'cause now Chucky Smooth's in
Uh-oh,
here.
Oh,
Chucky
He said
Chucky
last-
Smooth.
He said last time I seen Haley, I donated $50 for her to play in a basketball tournament. Laugh out loud. God, I'm old. So impressed with her progression. Hope all's well, Maria.
To be fair, that $50 he donated, it was a free throw competition, and she won. Thank you very
There you
much,
go.
Donnie Green.
Nah.
And Chucky Smooth.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
What's
got
June 5th? It says June 5th, John.
You need to
Oh,
meet
that-
Chucky Smooth.
That's
too.
I'm not.
what's going to happen
June-
to me and this idiot.
June 5th, me and Johnny are in a match in Tennessee against each other.
Oh,
Our
Take
first.
your head up, Johnny. You look sad.
He's gonna get his ass beat. That's why he's sad. Yeah,
He took
that.
this.
Yeah, it's
He
all
took this,
all
he
that's
took
on
this,
loan tonight. All
he
that's
took
on loan.
that
Don't you
right
forget.
there, the front
Don't you
title.
dare walk out of here with that bling on.
You keep fucking with me. I just
Jesus.
Don't you dare. You know
Listen,
I
we
got.
need a referee.
You know I got
Ooh.
security outside waiting.
I'm going to need a. Oh, I tapped the table.
The one thing. Hey, let's get there early to go over the ground rules. Any ground rules? Don't tap the table.
Yeah.
First thing she does, tap the table. You can't take her nowhere. Jeez.
I was just going to sit on my hands.
Hey,
Ooh,
Caitlin.
do that. Play a little stranger later.
That's crazy.
Wham.
Yeah. I've just started. You, the guys, are the first guys I've told that because there, people will be in here and they're just like banging on the table and it's like,
Yeah,
You
the
can hear
mics
it.
will kick.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
mics
hear
will
it.
pick it up. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
can
know
hear
a
it.
few things. You know, I might.
Well,
I was just trying to ring bell,
I
and
might-
officiate between these two.
might
people
be
get
Spanish.
excited in here.
Why
Usually.
don't you tell them why you're saying don't bang on the table?
What's that?
Because Icon Lee was banging on the table, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, he
Of
was.
course, I can't leave.
Of course, I
Don't
I did a
Brain.
small interview with him in Michigan, and he was like he's pounding on the table a little bit. But it was, and I was like, I was thinking,
Dodo
damn,
Brain.
I need to like let everybody know not to bang on the table anymore. But it's happened
I
before.
just gotta go upside his head one more time.
Yeah, he's
get that match.
he's something else. That guy
See,
is.
that's what you need to do. We need to get him down at EWA, and you challenge for the Nice Guy Andy
Yeah.
title. and then we'll get me an opponent, and we'll crown. The
And to
first
be
ever
honest,
Nice Guy
Adrian could be in it too.
Yeah.
Like 2 for 1 for me.
Yeah, because
Y'all could
Well,
be
3
like,
for 1 because I'm gonna take
if
the
you
title.
won
at
the
end.
championship from him and you had the females champ, y'all could be like the Nice Guy Andy podcast couple.
Wouldn't that be great?
You said buddies, remember?
Buddies. Y'all could be the Nice Guy Andy buddies.
Nice Guy
but you already let it out that we're a
Buddy.
couple, so.
Oh, did I? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, was
More
y'all not
secrets
supposed to
to
say
come.
that?
She
More
lets me do
secrets to
dirty
come.
things.
Oh, yeah. Y'all,
That's when you end a joke. Not,
not a secret.
not a secret.
More secrets to come. Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
She spoons me. What?
Oh, wow. She's the big spoon?
She's the big spoon.
Oh, wow.
He just fits.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I like to be spooned.
Hey, who don't like to be spooned by a beautiful woman?
Until he's like, oh my God, you're too hot. You're like a heater. Get off me.
Bro,
Yeah.
have you ever been there?
Oh, yeah.
You just want to cuddle, and all of a sudden they just become a heater, and you're like, oh, nope.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to cuddle me. You're hot. And I don't mean like physically, like, yeah, you are, but your body heat is killing me. And then I can't turn the fan on.
Yeah.
Because even
Then
if I
she'll
put it,
freeze.
I'm freezing. The fan is on low. It's just circulating the hot air that's in the room.
I'm freezing. Hold me. But I'm fucking burning up over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm over here just sweating it out.
Story of our lives.
Yeah.
Oh,
So in WoW, tell us about WoW. I don't get to watch that as much. How did that happen? And
how dare you? Do you
I
not
don't-
know that I am currently the WoW Women of Wrestling Tag Team Champion?
I've seen that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
right now.
actually she's WoW and your mom.
Yes.
Yeah, your belt says mom and hers says WoW.
That's
on it.
right.
Yeah.
Mine says mom, hers says wow.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Do you want to tell them the story about that?
So
Because this is them.
Yeah.
Just-
that's just our dynamic, first of all.
Oh no, that
You know
was
what I mean?
great. I thought that was genius when I seen that.
Well, and we were sitting and we were talking about it, and so David McLean, God love him, such a great guy. He takes care of us.
Who is he?
He is David McLean and Jeannie Buss own WoW.
Oh, Jeannie Buss, like the same person that owns the Lakers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
yes.
you've got to meet Jeannie Buss.
Oh yeah, she loves me.
Oh,
We have
okay.
pictures. She's honking. It's the greatest thing
You're
ever.
way more famous than I thought.
Yeah. Now you see
somebody's
why I'm
like-
always in the background.
Yeah,
Somebody's
we're more famous than we think too. Like in Lexington,
Yeah.
we're not shit to nobody. But if we go out of town, like, hey, Nice Guy Andy podcast, what are y'all doing?
I had a fan. What did you have in Richmond, Kentucky?
Huh?
I had a fan in Richmond, Kentucky.
I
You
had the
wanna
whole
take
air
this with
conditioning,
me?
man. I ain't worried about fans. I had air conditioning.
That's why
good.
you ain't getting no damn fan.
Hey, she's telling us about
Yeah,
Jeannie
how
Buss.
dare
Okay.
you?
Yeah. So David McLean is half owner of WoW, and he runs everything, and he takes such good care of us. But David's very particular, and one of his biggest fears is that somebody will take the title, because the titles say WoW on them, like that they will hold the title upside down, and so
Yeah.
for whatever reason, I don't know who told me, but they thought that it would be hilarious to tell the two biggest clowns in WoW that, David's biggest fear is for someone to hold the title upside down. So they called Haley and I to do our photo shoot. And I told the photographer, I was like, hey, listen, just for shits and giggles, you got to take a couple pictures with us holding the title upside down. And he's like, oh, no, we can't do that. We got to make sure that they're upright. And I was like, no, it's just for shits and gigs. I have a reason, just turn it upside down.
Let's fuck with the boss.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Hey, we're gonna fuck with the boss. That's
I
what
just
we
gotta
do
rib
here.
Yeah, I'm just going to rib the boss a little.
Yeah, we ain't scared of the boss. We're gonna fuck with the boss.
So
That's what we do.
He took them, but then I don't know if he gave them to us. He was just like, so me and Haley, we were thinking about it. I was like, oh, you know what'd be hilarious? Let's cut a promo.
Yeah.
All right.
With
She's
the
like,
belt.
what do you want to do? I was like, let's cut a promo with the title upside down. We had no idea what we was going to say.
Yeah.
It was a one take, Jake. We had the camera crew was out there. We went into the interview area. He was like, hey, would y'all care to cut just a side promo for us for social media purposes? No, yeah, no problem. What do you want to do? So I put the title on upside down, and well, you've seen the results.
Oh, yeah, it was
one
great.
take, Jake.
That was genius.
We did it in one take, and we had no idea what
That
we was going to say.
that was genius.
We just opened our mouths and insert. That's what happened.
So, you were with WoW before the Netflix thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
We-
as it was happening.
So We literally we had gotten signed before Netflix.
Because it was in the Netflix show that y'all was getting signed there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
we had
as
already
they were recording.
we had already been
Yeah.
signed to WoW, but we were back for our second season of filming at WoW,
Okay.
and that was the time the Netflix was filming as well.
That was filming
so
y'all.
I talked to David, and I got permission for Netflix because they're actually based out of LA.
Yeah.
So we got one of the producers, Alejandro, lives in LA, and he got a camera crew together, got with David, and he allowed them to come in and film one day while we were filming and doing promos and things like that and interviews. So we got some footage for Netflix
Yeah.
actually while we were filming a season of WoW.
So what's
Nice.
the relationship between OVW and WoW? Are they friendly with each other?
Yeah, I mean,
Do they talk?
no, I don't know
No?
because WoW is its own entity. So
Yeah.
like they don't really like the independent girls that are independent wrestlers.
Uh-huh.
You know, they of course are allowed to have their bookings and do bookings and things like that as long as it doesn't interfere with the filming of WoW. WoW takes priority if you've signed under a contract.
Yeah.
And then like the WoW bred and trained girls are just WoW girls.
Yeah.
So like the girls that were trained from the very beginning
Uh-huh.
at WoW, you know, that's where that's their main focus
Yeah.
is at WoW. They don't go
Yeah.
out and wrestle the independents yet.
So with OVW and WoW, you're allowed to still do independent stuff too.
Yes. So I'll tell everybody this. Everything is a conversation.
Yeah.
And when you are in negotiations and conversations and contracts are involved, like you have to go in there with an open mind, talking to the people offering you a contract, and they have to come to the table with an open mind as far as wanting to sign you. And everything's a negotiation. Like, you know, they come at you with a contract and, you know, it just like any other contract, like signing with AEW or
Yeah.
WWE, you know, they don't want you wrestling for the competition,
Yeah.
you know, while you're under contract. So certain things you have to get approval for. And Haley and I got approval for OVW because I mean, more so Haley because I'm more backstage at OVW. I mean,
Yeah.
we did some in front of the camera stuff for the Netflix between me and Haley, told a good story.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm still an agent and a producer there, you know,
Yeah.
and I help with the women's division. And so I still felt like it's, you know, it's a respect thing. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
this
yeah.
is what I do
You
for
don't wanna
OVW.
break your plate somewhere.
100%. Like, you know, just had the conversation, and David was like, you know, he was very receptive, and it was written in our contract. So,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'd say if a character was like Johnny Lee goes and talks to another podcast sometimes, that's different eyes on them. You know, we're cross promoting.
yeah, and that gives eyes on you guys.
Yeah,
So if he
yeah.
goes and puts over your podcast on
Yeah.
another podcast, then,
Yeah.
you know, people are like, oh, hey, let's go check
I
out
don't
what
get
this-
asked to do that, but he does. they love
Hey.
him better
Oh,
than
maybe
me.
if
I
you
know
whoop
how
his
you
ass.
feel.
Yeah, exactly.
I know how you feel.
Yeah, you're Robin too.
Yeah.
Like
You know,
Bat-
maybe if you
he's
whoop his
Batman
ass
and
in
she's Batman.
Tennessee, you know, people
Oh,
might
I'm
start
gonna whoop
asking,
that
"Hey."
ass. I'm taking the
You
show
ain't
back.
whooping nobody's
Oh, I'm
ass.
whooping that ass,
I'm
Johnny.
taking your ass behind the pasture and I'm putting you out of misery.
Oh,
No, I'm whooping that
You're
ass,
50
Johnny.
years old. I'm 34.
Yeah, but that
What,
still
it's
you're still under
threats over
contract for me. So if you
Doesn't
beat
matter.
me, you're not getting you're still going to be losing.
No.
You're going to be beating the boss that pays you, and then you're going to or you're going to be losing to the boss. You're losing.
You're losing either way, man. That's a
Anyway.
lose-lose.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh.
You
Doesn't
just
matter
need
to
to
me as long
you
as
just
I
need to
get my
come in and bow down and join the
But here's the
the
thing.
Illuminati with me.
Just get
Here's
on board
the
with
thing.
it.
I don't bow to no man.
You know the
I'm
Illuminati.
podcast God.
You remember the Illuminati called us?
Yeah, I remember.
Whoa.
it.
We had a phone call with the Illuminati. So
You mean the
I
fake-ass
joined, and
Illuminati.
you have to come and join
You
with
mean
me.
the fake one?
Well, I don't know if he was fake, but we did join
So,
the real
yeah.
one, though.
So OVW. Wow.
Have you joined Japan, Maria? Have you ever wrestled there?
Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would have in
Yeah.
my day
Yeah.
loved to have went to Japan.
Yeah.
That's what Coach Truck wanted to know.
Yeah.
So are you, at this point in your career, you're more backstage than you are in the ring?
I mean, I still wrestle in the ring.
Yeah.
My main focus, of course, is on WoW.
Yeah.
If people hit me up and want me to take independent bookings, then I give them my WoW rate because, you know, I'm older. I have to take the risk on getting hurt. So, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
We're getting ready to come up and film the next season of WoW coming up here in
And this is
a
the
couple
4th
months,
season?
So, yeah.
The 4th season? The 4th season of WoW, guys. Check it
Well,
out.
technically it's the 3rd season.
Thursday season.
The first season we split up in two
two
sessions
seasons.
to film
Yeah, yeah.
the first season. Then the second season we filmed the entire season in one session, and then the 3rd season we're doing the same thing in August. We're out
So
there
it's
for
the
the
3rd season.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
entire month of August we'll film season 3.
Okay.
That's
And-
what I'm talking about.
Terry, if you're still on here, I can't read your text message because it's too long and I'm blind. So I'll read it. I'll read it when we're done.
He usually sends us. He usually doesn't send text messages. He usually sends us voicemails.
Oh, yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll
Love
say,
'em.
he'll just sit there and it's like 10 minutes and he's talking.
Or he's
and-
inside a car and
and-
he's driving. And
He's
you
probably
hear
threatening
sound.
me to be fair because I threatened him earlier. So he's
So
Yeah,
you
you talked
did
about
have
punching his face.
you had a match on AEW.
no. So I didn't get a match.
Okay.
When AEW did Lexington,
Okay.
they booked myself and Haley and this Billy Starks back before she got signed, and a few others. So we did extra work for AEW, and I didn't get chosen for anything that day. But
Did Haley get the? She got the wrestle.
not in Lexington.
Okay.
She's wrestled Louisville, Nashville, and
On their first house show.
she is the only independent wrestler
Uh-huh.
that got to wrestle on their very first house show.
Oh, cool.
Which was in somewhere in Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got to wrestle Ruby.
Yes. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ruby Soho.
Mhm.
Cool. She's pregnant now, ain't she?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and just got married.
Yeah. Cool.
Congratulations to her.
So, you probably know a little bit about her. Like, where's she going next? Is she going?
Who?
Haley.
Oh.
Yeah. You gotta be a little bit more
Ruby,
specific.
Haley,
Yeah.
Or is that? Yeah.
Right now, I mean, like I said, we're getting ready to go film season 3 of
So-
WoW,
WoW, okay.
in August. Haley is waiting on her doctor release for, her neurology release. But you know how the doctors are. If things aren't important,
Yeah.
they just schedule you
Yep.
when they can get you. So
Oh, yeah,
her
yeah,
appointment
exactly.
isn't until September. So
Exactly.
she's just out making. She's got a tour coming up of England again at the end of June.
That's cool. Yeah, she has the belt from over there, right?
She sure does. Yep. And she's had it over here, defended it in the United States. She defended it at Nickel City up in Buffalo, New York.
How dare you?
Oh, I mean, hey, I got a message yesterday about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fine.
So-
She defended
So
it in Nickel
how is
City.
it working with Al? How's it working with Matt Jones? Still, like, I know y'all had a little snip on WWE. I mean, on the wrestlers, didn't y'all have like a little?
A snippet.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what they showed.
Oh, yeah.
There was no snippet to me.
It's
So
what
how's
they
your-
showed.
It was a full blown fight. All right, like me and Matt Jones are like this.
Y'all still like that,
You
or?
know, I mean, he's calmed down a lot.
Yeah, he
When-
seems to have, like, I've talked to him a couple times, just really briefly. A couple times he's acted like kind of snobby, but then like the last time I seen him, he took a picture with me and was pretty cool.
Eh.
I don't know if he probably don't know who the hell we are. Or
I think
whatever,
what it
but
is I don't see him as much anymore.
That's what I was gonna say. It's probably
Yeah.
because of that.
Does he not? Is he not as involved as he was before?
Well, I mean, it's basketball season, football season. He's really busy with Big Blue
Yeah.
Nation and what Kentucky Sports Radio and all that.
Oh
so,
yeah, he's huge here in Lexington. Like
Yeah,
he's a
so-
star here in Lexington.
yeah.
I don't know how big he's known in Louisville.
Caleb Parker want me to tell you that he started legitimately training now and keeps grinding ever since.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Keep on grinding.
Keep on grinding.
That's
grinding.
right.
Yeah.
And also Diamond said, Haley has big shoes to fill, but she's got a lot of great minds surrounding her. She's forever destined for great things.
She is destined for great things. That is 100% correct.
That's a kid that's grown up in this business.
Oh,
Austin.
man. Oh, my God. I think I first met Austin when he was 5 years old.
Yeah.
It's just
He was like when I first met him. He was down there in
KPW.
KPW ring
Yeah.
announcing,
yeah.
and
yeah.
I was like, "That guy is great. That guy's a great ring announcer."
And he was like 15.
15 years old, and I was like, "He's tall," and like I thought he was maybe 19 or 20. I was like, "This cat is really cool." And then he told me he was 15. I was like, "What?"
He's real slick. He's had good influences on learning how to shoot off at the mouth.
He's great with the microphone.
yeah.
Oh
And
my
we
god!
got to be the first podcast to have father and son together, come on because it was that same year, 2022.
Okay.
They came on to here, and we've had them on several times.
He was
now.
mad at me for a while because Scott Diamond was on and Bobby Blade was on
And
together.
you didn't bring him?
No, I
Oh, they had them.
had him in here, but there's only 4 microphones. So,
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
me
so yeah, he
and
felt.
Scott takes up too.
he,
so.
he got to sit in the background like, because he's got all kinds of stuff to say, but he's got over that.
Once
so.
again, I know that feeling.
Yeah, he's got over that. So
I know that feeling.
Yeah,
My
you
niece-
seem okay in that position though.
My niece deems him
The couch guy.
the couch guy
The couch guy.
from Wrestlers because he was.
Oh,
just
because
sitting-
he was on the couch, the guy in the
Tasting
background.
Yeah, but what nobody knows what really happened that day.
Yeah.
We had just.
I had just gotten back.
So she was
From
gone.
WoW.
She was in WoW.
Uh-huh.
I just worked 14 days in a row. Work and wrestle 14 days in a row. It was our only day off. And then they're like, hey, we want to come and do this. I'm like, it's our only day off.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do both your interviews and
get it done.
Get it done. I'm like, you know what? How long is it going to take? Oh, it's
Couple
going to take
hours.
like 2-3 hours.
for
Oh,
both
perfect.
of you, we'll get you both done.
It's so hard to like we do this podcast. We do it once a week, but it's so hard to like balance everything with life with relationships with other people and a day job too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you still have the day job or do you?
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, you
yeah.
still have the day job and you still do OEW and
Everything.
WoW and I mean it's like sometimes it's like like you
Yes.
don't know what you're going through.
So,
like I do the same thing.
She was gone for 15 days. She finally lands. As soon as she's getting in the car, phone's going off. I'm like, I swear to you, we show up to the apartment. They're there. I'm going back to New York. Oh, I'm going to kill somebody. Like, you just got back.
Yeah.
We haven't seen each other in over 2 weeks. Like, no.
Yeah.
So the next day, I'm like, it's our day. Let's go have dinner, do this and that. All right. Phone goes off. How long is it going to take? Oh, 3 hours. This is like at 10 in the morning.
So
I'm like, okay.
Netflix is calling
Yeah,
saying they want
Netflix
to
is
tape
calling.
y'all.
So I'm like, oh, it's 10 in the
And
morning.
they were like, we'll get both of your interviews done. We'll knock it out. Like 3 hours.
3 hours. We'll be there. We could be there by 12. I'm like, okay, they're here by 12. They're out by 3. Oh, man, we still have
The rest of the day.
the rest of the day. Do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Awesome. Tell them yes.
Yeah.
They only interviewed her.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could have said that from the jump. If you would have said that from the jump, all right, cool, just get it. But we got all dressed up because they're going to do all these interviews and everything. I don't want to look like I did on the thing. And
Yeah. Why do you think they did that? They had the intention on.
I think it's because I told them to fuck off a lot of times.
Oh, okay. So they was like,
I'm
that guy.
pretty sure it's because I told them to fuck
Hey,
off.
just tell him we're going to interview him and then we won't.
Because we were working and wrestling because this is in the middle of the tour.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was having a lot of employee issues at the time. like
So
trying to
we're
keep
working
people-
Oh, you can't keep
nonstop.
anybody working anymore.
Yeah.
No.
So we're working nonstop. We're pulling up Thursday for TV, and she's just shutting the car off, and they're already. Hey, Michael, I'm like, hey, can you give us 5 fucking minutes?
Yeah.
We just got here. Give us 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So because I told him
That's
a couple
why
of times to fuck off, I think that's what happened.
You
Like,
didn't get
hey,
your
fuck this guy.
Throw him in the background. Put
So
him on
I'm
the
s-
couch every time
So
we
then
get
next, I'm sitting there like, because they told me to sit there. So I'm like, all right. They don't want me talking.
So when you come in the room, they're like, "What am I going to do?" And they're like, "Sit on the couch."
oh, you can sit on the couch, watch. So people see me texting. I'm texting my brother in Florida, just going off.
cussing them out.
Because they told me afterwards, they're like, yeah, we're not going to do anything with you. I'm like, well, what's the fucking point of telling me to stay here?
Yeah, yeah.
So I literally got up and went to the bedroom. They're like, oh, but we need you there. No, you don't. I'm going to stay in here. Just
Yeah.
let me know when you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go to Maria's favorite place and we'll interview her. And then we're going to interview you. All right, bet. We go to her favorite spot. She sits on the rod. They're doing all this thing. And they're like, hey, can you move over a little bit? Can you move over?
Can you move out of the
And then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, that's fine because you're out of the shot." I was like, "Oh, so
Can you stand behind me?
my dude?" Because we
We
became
can see you better from over there.
we became friends with some of the crew members,
Yeah,
and one of
yeah,
them,
yeah, of course.
Brandon, man, my boy Brandon.
Yeah.
He was
And
Puerto Rican
he's
also,
the
so.
buffer. He's the one with the mic, and he's just looking at me. He's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I just literally, like, "Oh, so fuck me, right? All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck off in the truck."
Yeah.
So I went to the truck and just sat.
You now got kindred spirit in Austin. He said, I know that feeling. Scott Diamond also refused to share the limelight.
I don't refuse.
No, she didn't refuse.
No,
The thing
she's
about it is,
okay with it.
I felt like they weren't upfront.
Yeah.
Like if they would have said, "Hey, listen, our focus is just on Maria. We're gonna do these interviews.
Yeah.
We'll be out of here
Or
within
just say,
3
hey,
hours.
we're going to focus on her, but we would like you to be there too because you're her.
But no, it was always,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we're gonna interview guys. And then next, like,
When we-
oh no,
when
no,
we
no, no,
did
we'll
the-
just do Maria.
The
Yeah,
interview
what's
at the
up,
river
right?
and the interview at my mom's and stuff. They was like, yeah, get dressed up, come on. He literally, when they interviewed me and my mom, he literally sat outside and watched on
Yeah.
the monitors.
Have you heard anything from Netflix? Are they going to do another season, or
We haven't heard anything.
you haven't
No.
heard anything?
It's
Just a one-off thing, you think?
as long as it's been, I feel like
It's a no.
Yeah.
Because if it was
it
an
did
app-
great though.
it
Didn't
did do great.
It did
And-
great. Because the thing about it, we're going into another summer tour. They would have done it by now.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the people in the UK absolutely loved
Oh, I'm sure.
it.
Yeah.
Like I help Haley with her social media and stuff, and like her Instagram, she had, I bet you, 38 different countries of people who would just message her and be like, hi from Venezuela, hi from Brazil, hi from Scotland, like all these different countries. And they were like, we watch Netflix, you're so amazing, loved your story. Like it was truly amazing. I literally sat down one day and I was like deleting all these messages and was writing down the countries, a list of countries that
Yeah.
people were.
That's
you know,
what we have the same thing. Pakistan's real big for us. India.
India was real big. Yeah.
India. We got New York City actually likes us a lot. Mexico, Nigeria for some reason, I don't know, but we have like
Nigeria's pretty cool.
10 or 15 countries that just that have a big
That's
following
so awesome,
of this
though.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just worldwide. People don't understand that the impression of this show is 9 million. Like, so we get it all around the world, and then we got some wrestlers are like, oh, we don't, you know, that they act like that we're being silly by being silly, and it's like,
Listen,
we do the serious stuff and we do the serious stuff. I mean, the silly stuff. It's just-
They want to be upset, but we throw on spandex and baby oil to entertain people.
exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah.
that's my thing. I mean, like, life is really not that short or not that long if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it can be over like that.
Yeah.
So,
Don't be so serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like-
We don't got to be so serious about this.
No.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of
And if you don't want people talking shit about your match, have a better match.
Yeah.
there's a lot of ways.
Train.
Yeah, exactly.
Put in the work, you know?
Yeah, put in the work, you know.
And even if there is a bunch of people on the internet that wants to try to talk shit about what you do inside the ring for a clip,
Oh, I love the
Some
shit
of these
talkers.
guys don't
Exactly.
understand. Some of these guys that don't understand that when you get your stuff put on the internet, you're going to have so many trolls. If you got 60,000 views on one little clip, and you're worried about what 2 or 3 guys are saying, that's just
You're
don't
worried
make
about
no-
the wrong things.
Don't
Yep.
make no sense. Don't worry about what the 2 or 3 guys have saying
And
about.
I love the shit talkers. You're making me famous, kid.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what
the
we do.
more,
That's
the more that they shit talk, the more that they're getting you views.
Oh, I
Because
talk
those
about their
views is
mamas.
helping you out.
I'm like, yeah, they say something like that, and they're like, oh, they'll say something, and I was like, well, your mom loved the show, and she took all the guys to Waffle House after the show or something
Oh,
like
here
that.
you go with your mom jokes and Waffle House. You and Al
Waffle.
Snow will be great
yeah, then
friends.
I was like, that said something, and I say your mom is like, your mom took me to bingo yesterday. We had a great time. I just try to be nice
Hey.
with it. Because you can't even talk crap to people. They'll talk
Yeah.
shit to you, but you talk shit to them on Facebook,
They
and
wanna
they'll
cancel
report
you.
you.
They wanna cancel you.
They report you. Like,
Yep.
I won't talk shit about nobody. I just kind of like
Just have a
nice,
good time and-
have a nice day.
By the way, I like bingo.
Yeah,
Just throwing it out
bingo's
there.
So if your mom
fun.
wants to take him to bingo, he is okay with
Heck
that.
I'm
yeah.
okay with
That's
bingo.
Yes.
I went to WrestleMania because of bingo.
No
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Tell
Just saying.
us the story.
So, first of all, I went to the worst WrestleMania ever.
Okay, which one was that?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Cena Miz main event.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, that don't sound
2011.
very
Yeah, bad. But one of my buddies had tickets for Mania, and he couldn't go because his job had a conference meeting in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
And I just went, I would love to go. He
Yeah.
goes, oh, how serious are you? I'm like, well, it depends on the price. Something told me to go to bingo that night.
You won
Play
bingo.
bingo. Man, I won about $1,500 that night.
Shit.
Ah,
Bingo. And
Was it your birthday?
no, I wish it would have made sense.
You got
yeah.
to play free.
Like, I won. I'm like, yo. And instead of celebrating, I'm texting him, like, how much do you want? Like, how much do I need
I
to
got
give
the money.
you?
I got the money.
Yeah.
Paid it and went to Mania, and it was the worst Mania ever.
But one of the greatest Raw after Manias there was.
That's what made it worse. So this is when.
Because I went to Raw after Mania in Atlanta.
So this is when they started doing the indie show.
Me and Haley, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we went to Dragon Gate that night, and Brody Lee was there. And Brody didn't know we were there, so he hooked us up with tickets for the next day.
Uh-huh.
The main event that night was Yamato and Austin Aries. They killed it for 30 minutes. So now the next day we're at Mania, and it's Triple H and Undertaker, and they're wrestling, not doing anything crazy, and everybody's going, "This is awesome." And me and my friends are just like, "Really?" Because Yamato took about 10 brainbusters yesterday, and that was more fun than what we're watching right now.
Oh, that's great.
And so Brody hooked us up with tickets. After he's done wrestling, he's texting all of us like, "I'm about to miss my flight. You think you guys can get me to the airport?" So we left the show to get him to the airport. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, nah, man, it's fine. You hooked us up with tickets. I mean, we ain't paying for it. Like, we were only going night one. And the only reason why we went to Dragon Gate is because Ring of Honor was sold out. Because that night it was supposed to be Kings of Wrestling versus Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas when they went back to the Indies. That's the show we wanted to go to, but they were sold out, so we went to Dragon Gate.
That sounded like a good match.
It was great. Yeah. And then we ended up at a strip club. And we showed up a little early, and I'm like, "Man, there's not a lot of talent here." You know, my friends were like, "Man, there's not a lot of talent." I'm like, "Well, it's only 9 o'clock. Yeah. I don't think the A team is here yet." "Oh, what do you guys want to do?" Like, let's just go. You know, we're in Atlanta.
Club?
Yeah. Magic City. I'll never forget it.
Oh,
Magic
they say
City.
that's the best.
Yeah, Magic City. Hey, we'll just go around Atlanta, and then we'll just come back later on. We walk out, and like a movie, the A team is approaching.
Oh, wow.
But what's in front of the A team?
Led by a little person.
Little person, little midget. And we all looked at each other. We're going back.
You
we turned around, went back in, and we waited for her.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was the greatest show.
Was she the main
ever.
event that night? Oh, wow. Okay.
It was great.
You remember her name, no?
No, I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
But it was great. Then the thing,
that would be a ride, wouldn't it?
then like at that time, you know, I used to smoke cigarettes at the time.
Yeah.
So in that club, you could smoke cigarettes. So the one girl comes up, and I'm like, "Oh, here we go." She's gonna start the whole, "Hey, you want to laugh?" And she looks at me and she goes, "I'm not gonna bother you for a dance. You see everything. If you want it, you'll come get it.
Yeah.
I'm just bothering you for a lighter." Oh, you need to use my lighter? All right, cool. So I give her my lighter, and she pulls out a blunt like this big.
Oh, wow.
But the thing about it is there's 3 cops over there, and they're just like, "Hey."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, we're in that type of club."
Pass it this way.
I'm like, "Guys, we're in for a long night."
Yeah,
we were.
Anything goes in here.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Speaking
Magic
of strips,
City.
clubs, and anything goes, you should ask him about the Scary Cherry.
Oh.
Tell us about the Scary Cherry.
So went to do a show in Ashtabula, Ohio.
Yeah.
Mature audiences only from this point forward.
Yeah, these are story times. I'm sorry.
No.
The show was in Cleveland, Ohio, but my good friend, my best friend, Hellcat, he's from Ashtabula.
Uh-huh.
So he has a house there. So we made it a weekend thing. The show was Saturday, but we went up Friday just to hang out, whatever. And we're sitting, his mom fed us, like all Spanish moms do. So we eating, and I'm like, "Man, it's only 9 o'clock. Like, oh, there's a bar down the street. I'm like, "All right, man, let's go have a few drinks."
Yeah.
We walk in there.
It's called the Rare Cherry, by the way.
Not yet.
Oh, the bar.
This is the
Sorry.
bar. Senior citizen night.
At the bar?
I'm not joking.
Oh, wow.
We were the young ones. Everybody was real up there in age, and we're just like, "Oh, senior citizen night. Okay. Hey, we can have fun. We'll be the life of the party."
Yeah.
We could not be the life of the party because nobody was joining in. And then I'm like, "Hey, man, is there anything else to do in this town?" He goes, "Well, there's a strip club down this street. It's called the Scary Cherry." I'm like, "Oh, I'm in."
The Rare Cherry.
No, he called it the Scary
yeah.
Cherry. We found the name when we got there.
The name was...
The name of the club
That was
is
just the
Rare.
The nickname.
The nickname is Scary Cherry. The name of the club was Rare Cherry.
Okay, yeah.
So we're like, "Oh, there's a strip club?" I'm like, "Yeah, Scary Cherry." And this guy out of nowhere is like, "I got VIP at the Scary Cherry. You guys want to go? I'll get you guys
How
in
old
for
was
free."
that guy?
And we're like, he was a little up there in age, but we just looked at each other like, "You are a new friend.
Yeah, you're our
Let's
buddy.
go."
Let's go.
We walked in, sweet Lord, baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Man, the C-section scars was everywhere, but I love it because
Oh,
I'm into
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just
Tiger
for a good
stripes
time.
everywhere.
Yeah. So we're sitting down at the table. We get a round of drinks or whatever, and we're just looking like, oh, we're in that type of place.
Yeah.
And this, I'm gonna be
Lovely
nice.
young lady.
This lovely young lady. She's not even a 2 at 10. Or a 10 at 2. You ever heard that? She's a 2 at 10, but
Yeah,
at
but at
2,
10,
she's a
she's
10.
Yeah.
She's still a 2 at
She
2 in the
stays-
morning. Oh, it was bad.
She's 2 hours. She's
Sweet
224.
Lord. And she goes up to my boy who's sitting right next to me. She goes, "You look familiar." And I'm just like, "Do we? Have you been here before and we don't know about it?" He goes, "No." She's like, "Yeah, you look familiar. I think I swallowed a couple of your siblings." I went, buy this woman a drink. That's the greatest line I've ever heard. She's like, "Yeah, you look familiar. I'll swallow your siblings." I'm like, "Great." By the end of the night, she had
Swallowing
the
his
siblings
children.
and the kids. Because it was that type of bar.
Yep.
Scary Cherry.
Guess who was just calling me?
Hey,
Guess.
your mom.
No.
Terry.
Scott Diamond was
Oh,
just
Scott
calling.
Hey,
Diamond.
Scotty.
I'm back.
Should we call him back?
We should.
Yes.
Oh, we can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Man, you guys are okay.
Oh, we professional.
Yeah, professional.
Professional.
Scott Diamond.
Hey,
Sorry, I missed your call. That Maximo was in front of. He was telling a stripper story.
hey,
and
look, man, I have
was
been to the
invested.
Scary Sherry. I know exactly what he was talking about.
That's great.
Scotch
And
from
I've
Ohio.
hung out down on Stewart Avenue in Atlanta. So you're not telling me about no strip clubs. I've been in strip clubs all around the world, the same as Max has been, the same as my little sister Maria has been.
That's
Look, we
awesome.
rule when we go to the strip clubs. So that's just out there.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Hey. Midget porn has nothing on us. Has nothing on us.
It's rare. It's rare
Hey, look,
to find.
I don't. You just ain't looking in the right places, brother.
right.
I got more midget stretch marks on mine than you'll ever see in your life.
Tell him, Scott, we're going to have to get him invested in granny porn.
Hey, look, it's where it's at, especially when you're 60 years old like I am.
Is it
Hey.
that I'm into this?
How you doing, Scott? We haven't heard from you in a while.
Well, you know, I don't want to bring the house down, but I've just been going through some medical stuff.
Okay.
Got some problems with my liver, you know, all that drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, look, when I see my little sister on here, I come in from out working in the garden in the back, and I come in and I see this. I'm like, you know what? They're going to hear from my ass tonight.
That's right.
I figured you'd call tonight.
You better believe it. Hey, look, anytime Amazing Maria is on something and I see it, I'm there. Not to leave out Max, cool cat. I'm really glad that she's happy with him now. You know, she's in a good spot in her life, and I'm really proud to have met him. And hell, now he's my brother. So,
I
look,
appreciate
you
that.
cannot ask for a better panel than what you got on there tonight. Well, unless you could add Bobby Blade and Scott Diamond.
Hey, Scott, I need you to inbox me your address.
Mama, I will do it. Are you fixing to do that thing?
I mean, yes,
yeah.
sir.
Max, you fixing to do that thing?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. I think.
Man, congratulations. Congratulations.
I appreciate the
I
kind
couldn't
words,
be
my
more
friend.
happier for you, man. Really, for both of you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's.
I have
amazing.
watched her go through shit left and right, and I'm glad finally all that stuff is behind us, and she's happy. She's more happy than I've ever seen her, so I'm really glad you guys are doing this thing.
Thank you.
And I got something that's going to make you smile there, my little sister.
What's up?
So I'm also repostering a love seat for my office so I can throw this other couch out of the office. Because, see, the couch that's in here now folds down to a bed, and like, I got to get rid of that because Jessica keeps wanting to come down here and sleep there, and I can't have that. So, got it. Hey, I got a twin bed in here for a reason, you know what I mean?
Right.
But when I was in there working on, that's actually how I came about the podcast. I had just come in working from the garden, so before I bogged down, going in and do my thing, and I wanted to stop into the shop and work a little bit on this love seat that I'm reupholstering. And so I sit down and I'm going through some stuff and some papers. I bump into a box and some papers fall out. Ooh, let me get my breath here. You'll never believe. Maria, when I seen this, and I mean this with all my being, my lips started quivering, and my eyes started watering. The paper falls out, and what it is an old it's an old school folder of Austin's from middle school.
Right.
When the folder falls open, it's got Austin Diamond, my biography. Ooh, I even sound a little crackly, don't I? The part of that came open was the part that it said in his biography, "My friends." And he had to draw a picture. Well, the picture wasn't too good, but he had to draw a picture. And there was 5 of them there that he had drawn. And the very first one, can you tell me who it was?
Haley J.
Girl, I'm weepy-eyed right now. I swear it was. It was Haley J. And when I seen that, fuck, I stopped working and I just came in here and said, man, I got to go in here and call. Oh, my goodness. Yes. So, it's just meant to be. When that thing fell out, and it had the picture of Haley J. And then I seen you were on the podcast. I had to shout. I don't want to take up a whole lot of your guys' time. This is your time to shine. I just want to say that I'm really proud of where you're at right now. I've seen you in some lows and I've seen you in some highs, and girl, I ain't seen you no higher than you are right now. And I've seen you high.
Brother, stop that. You're putting too much pressure on me right now.
Too much pressure. You
Max,
never fuck up, Max.
You are the nucleus, my brother. You are the nucleus. So keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is satisfying her. And as long as she's happy, I'm ecstatic. I will
try
shoot
my
you
best to keep her happy.
Cartel might show up if you don't. So I have faith in you, though. I have faith in you.
Listen. Max has no idea who Jake is.
Oh, well, he can meet him real quick. All you got to do is piss my little sister off.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think we'll ever have a cause for that, though. But Jake is... Jake has been around. He's had some fun. Hell, the last KEPW show over here at the Legion, I had to pull him out.
Oh, okay.
That's
These 2 motherfuckers, they wouldn't get in the car and stay.
Yeah.
I'd get the passenger in the car. They were drunk, of course. And with me not drinking anymore, I don't have tolerance for that. So I get the passenger in the car, and I run around to the driver's side, and I get the driver's he's getting in the car, and the passenger pops out. So I run back around to the passenger, and I get him in the car, and then the driver pops out again. So I run over, and I get him in the car, and when the passenger popped out the 3rd time, I pulled Jake out, and I said, now look, you motherfuckers get in the car and get the fuck out of here. They looked at Jake and said, vroom. Oh, my goodness. Hey, look, I've got some good, Maria James stories if you just want to hear just one.
Oh, come on. Give me one.
Yeah,
Give me one. Give me one.
Well, look, everybody knows we done caused 6 or 7 riots, so I'm just going to leave those out because they're just like old news.
Okay.
But let me tell you, her shirt says, I love to fight, right?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Here you go.
Bitch loves to fight. That's all I'm going to He loves to fight. With that in mind, at one time I was booking 5, 6 shows. Marie was on all of them. One of those shows was way down yonder in the Paw Paw Patch. Can we say Harlan, Kentucky? 4 hours away from nowhere.
Of course.
I booked these 2 greenhorns, Haley Shadows, and her partner who didn't know who the 2 people she was gonna. I can't even get it out, Maria. I'm laughing already. And so I booked these 2 greenhorns against Maria and the Puerto Rican girl,
Myra.
Okay.
Myra. And so I tell Myra and Maria, because Maria was kind of pissed off at this girl, and you don't piss Maria off because she likes to fight.
Right.
And so I tell these two greenhorns, "Oh, you're looking for a booking? No problem. I'll tell you what, you two greenhorns come to Harlan, Kentucky, and I will make sure that you get a match. Hell, we'll put you in the one hole." Oh, God, we get to open up. The two most important matches is the one hole and the main event, and we get to open up? Oh, hell yeah, you can open up. 30 seconds later, bitch is bleeding all over the fucking place. Referee comes to me and says, "Well, I got to stop this, Scott." "No, Switchblade, it just started. Let it go for just a little bit longer." 30 seconds in, Maria and Myra had this chick so busted up and bleeding, we didn't even get 45 seconds of a match. Don't piss off Maria James. I'm telling you, when she looked across the ring and seen who she had to wrestle, girl tagged out. She didn't want to get in. And Myra said, "Well, that's okay. I'll get in first." And then the girl tags Haley Shadows and she comes back in. So when she comes back in with Myra, Myra grabs her, and what do you think she does? She starts slinging her towards Maria. And I'm telling you, it was less than 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, they called that.
They had her busting up and bleeding so bad, we had to stop the match within 30, 45 seconds. That's what happens when you piss off amazing Maria James, because she's amazing and she loves to fight.
She does.
That's right.
Yes, she does.
I didn't want to mention no names because I don't want to ruffle no feathers.
I hear you.
We've grown. We've come a long way since then.
A long way. But you still like to fight, and I will never forget that night if I live to be 100, which I hope I don't.
Which you hope you don't.
Yeah.
That's such a great line.
I mean, because, hey, look, if I told you all the stories I had, we would be here past me being 100.
That's true.
And that's just on Maria James. Hey, but let me tell you, she is smart. She always picks her place. She always puts herself in a position and not a situation. And like that fifth riot over there, the second one we caused in Clarksville, I said, "Oh, shit, there's about 500 people here, and they don't like us, and they're all spilling over." I mean, they were coming over to barricades the whole night. And I said, "We better get up in the ring." That's where Frank and the other guys were. And so Maria and I jump up in the ring, and Myra said, "I got this." And she got it all right. Bitch leaned over the railing, hit her in the face. She slid on her ass, 5 feet.
Fucking Myra, man.
Man, she just wouldn't listen. And that's the night we took the limo over there because we were shooting the pilot,
Yep.
so that we could get the OVW airtime.
Time out.
So we were going to...
Hell yeah, we always rode in
Oh,
style,
we used to
baby.
ride in the limo and Escalade several times. Yeah, baby.
Great.
When Scott Diamond manages, it's like J.J. Dillon. I do all the work for you. You just got to show up and beat somebody up.
Show up,
Yeah,
look pretty,
book me
baby.
and I will.
Diamond Cartel.
Max said, "Hey, look, man, I'll do my hair. Your hair looking good, bro."
I appreciate it. Hey, man, it's my money maker. It's the only reason why she keeps me around.
I have no hair no more, so there's that.
Hey,
But-
Scott, what about that?
Yes.
What about last Saturday? You and Austin Diamond did what y'all did.
Well, I tried to tell them boys, look, Austin is a big boy, just like Haley's a big girl.
Yo.
They've been doing this thing for a little while. They were born into this business. They know how to take care of business. Don't involve me, because if you involve me, I'm not coming alone. Either Frank's coming or Jake's coming, and either one's bad news for you.
Correct.
That's right.
Yeah.
They wouldn't, and when we get off the air here, I don't want to put it out on the air, but when we get off the air here, Maria can enlighten you on Jake.
Oh, yeah.
And so, when they asked me to come down there, I said, "Look, man, I ain't been down there in 5 or 6 years. I mean, ain't nobody gives a damn about Scott Diamond down there anymore. I'm old, I'm retired, and if we don't have a match, there ain't no sense in me coming down there." Well, it kept on and kept on and kept on, and finally, brother wanted to say something about a career, and I said, "Career? What fucking career? What you call a career, I did in a weekend, and with 3 different colored haired women." He don't have a career, He don't have a career. So they get me down there, and then, correct me, Maria, if I'm wrong, but this is the way I felt. And then they disrespect me and make me do what I had to do during intermission. I'm not an intermission guy. I just picked up my 4th Hall of Fame ring, 4 Hall of Fames, 4 different states, and you make me do my shit. during intermission, of course it pissed me off. So I think, other than dislocating his finger, I think we might have blown a disc when Frank put him up against that steel post. And God, man, he hit him hard. And I know he's got a dislocated finger out of it. I just hope he didn't dislocate it back. But that's what happens when you call. Look, I don't care if it's Maria, Frank, myself, JR Rock, Maria. If you call up any cartel member, we're only a phone call away from each other, 100%. No matter what we're going through.
Yeah.
100%. And so when they kept pushing me, I called Frank, and there he was. Now boy's got a dislocated finger and probably 2 dislocated discs. So you don't disrespect me. And at the end of the day, Haley and Austin can take care of themselves. But just like I said about the cartel, they're cartel members. They were born into it. All they got to do is make a call, and we're there for them. So Austin needed that call. He called me. They bugged me to be there. I was there, and I didn't come alone.
That's right.
So I hope that answers your question, Johnny. And again, Maria can enlighten you. We've never had a problem beating people up, and that's either whether it was, in the ring,
outside
those 9 hillbillies in Harlan that day with the Bowie knife. It don't make no. Hey, look, Maria had some girl so worked up one night in Macville, Kentucky. She came at her with a L81 bottle. You remember that, Maria?
Oh, I remember.
Tell me about that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank
I mean,
God
we were a
for
split
James's
second.
Dumbass that night. I think that's the only time that man ever did some good security.
Yeah, because he was not good security. He was a better referee than he was security. Let's say.
But he snatched
And
that
he
girl
wasn't the
up,
best
and
ref.
I felt that bottle go through the back of my hair.
I'm telling you, we were just a split second. When I say a split second,
Split.
and less
second.
time it takes a fart to leave your ass, that chick was I don't know how she missed you. I really don't know how she missed you, but she was fixing to open her head up with a bottle.
I think James
And-
literally pulled her away just like he snatched her just in time because my back was to her. I didn't see her coming.
Yeah.
Right.
Woo.
Yeah.
We have been in some hairy situations, but we are probably one of the most decorated factions to ever be in the state of Kentucky. I mean, look at them now, buddy. Honk, honk. They're killing it all over the world.
Right.
Killing it all over the
All over
world.
the world.
Tag
Couldn't
team
be more
champ, baby.
proud. But again, I didn't call up to take up all your guys' time. This is your time. I just want to call up. I seen you on there. Congratulations. I will send you my address.
Thank you.
Girl, I love you to death. I'll
love
be
you
there
too.
until I fall over in the ground. Max, thank you for doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing it. Andy, Johnny, it's time to get Scott Diamond back on there. What's the matter? Do you want me to show up at your house or something?
I'm
I
gonna
was-
book you, brother.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
Also, we got to get a diamond exchange going again.
Maybe part 2.
Hey, I can't help it that you had a grease monkey and Sasquatch for parents, but it's time to get Scott Diamond back onto
That's
that
right.
that podcast.
Maybe
That's right.
maybe I was thinking maybe part 2 of Bobby Blade and Scott Diamond.
That's right.
Hey, talking about Bobby Blade and that thing we did when we were in there, Maria can tell you, she was in Georgetown with us for months. That handshake,
Yeah.
it was crazy. It was nothing. We did nothing but shake hands and those people for months. And then when we didn't do it, how come you didn't do the handshake?
Yeah,
It was crazy.
exactly.
But anyway, again, much love, little sis. Max, keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I will
Thank
send you the address. And I'm going to sit back and watch the rest of this because I know it's just getting started.
That's right. And I will be
Hey, and the
with you
next time you go to Stewart Avenue in Atlanta, call a brother.
I will.
Because I know all the good spots over on Moreland Avenue, too, off of 285.
285.
Scott, I'll hit you up soon with a date.
Hell yeah. All right, Johnny, do that. All right,
you,
guys,
brother.
take care.
Later.
Love you. Bye.
Oh, man.
The legendary Scott Diamond.
It just
Nah,
took all our
it's all
time.
Tell, baby.
Yeah.
Diamond up to that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like,
I seen you watching Coach on TV.
Coach, I hate you so much right now.
Scott's awesome, ain't he?
Ain't he though?
Yeah.
No, we really have. We've been in some sticky situations over years.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, some fans are nuts sometimes.
Yeah, we could tell. Especially the riot stories that he's told
Oh.
countless times.
Oh yeah.
You know that.
Listen, the one in Clarksville, we really thought we were going to jail. We really thought we were going to go to jail. Thank God. Whoever the lady was that was sitting beside my mama had the whole thing recorded.
Okay.
It may have been, I can't remember if it was Kia that recorded it, which is Scott's daughter, or if it was a fan, but there was somebody sitting beside my mom. And
Everybody.
back.
Yeah.
That's what I call
No, that was-
Andrew Brown.
Dude, we'll call him back in a little bit.
But if they hadn't have recorded everything that was going on, we would have went to jail that night.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Well, that's the one thing I noticed, man. Over here, like the crowd takes it a little too serious.
Or down here in Kentucky?
No, this way,
In the
Midwest, South.
Midwest,
Oh, the
South.
Midwest?
Yeah, because in New York, like in the East Coast, the only way it gets to that point where things about to go down is if you get actually physical with the person.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, somebody's talking, you actually push them. You shouldn't, but, you know, there's always those guys that will.
Yeah.
And that's when everything just goes down. But over here, wow.
Oh, yeah, Maximo's got a Midwest knife pulling story.
Oh, somebody pulled a knife on you?
Oh. Serious.
Why? So, with the group of guys that I broke in, they've all traveled up here and did wrestle for Ian Ryan for IWA. So I've always wanted to have my story like, oh yeah, I did IWA too. So my tag partner Chris Caden, fuck you asshole, had to put him over. He got us a tryout with Ian. So he called me like, hey, we got a tryout with IWA. Like, bet, let's do it. Where is it? Memphis, Indiana. I'm like, where the fuck is that?
Where's that at? That's not Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Indiana. So we make the drive. They didn't tell us that we were supposed to like have opponents. We thought that we were just wrestling whoever they have.
Oh,
so they're like, hey, where's your opponents? I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, oh, you were supposed to bring them. I'm like, no, but we didn't. So they put us up against a girl and a guy. Will Huckabee from Georgia.
And Fantasy.
From Tennessee.
And Fantasy's good.
The first thing out her mouth, oh, my tits are fake. I'm like, I just said hello.
Don't pop them. Don't pop them.
No, because she was saying.
like, my tits are fake.
My
You can
tits
chop
fake.
me as
You
hard
can
as
chop
you
me as
want.
hard as you want.
Oh, you can chop. Oh,
And over
okay.
here, I'm just like, I was just saying hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Fine.
also got Megatron.
Yeah, so we're putting some ideas together. And Huckabee looks at Fantasy, looks at us.
Now,
I
mind
could-
you,
I think
Will Huckabee's a big fella.
dude.
He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
big fella.
Yeah.
And
Great,
they were
great guy.
like, he was like, I can Voltron her. As soon as he said that, we instantly knew what he was talking about. Like, can you? He's like, you guys know. I'm like, dude, we're the same age as you. We know what Voltron is. Yes. So he had Fantasy wrapped around his arm, and he was hitting us.
Oh,
with
wow.
her, legit.
Just
Legit.
pow, pow.
Wow.
So okay, so we put those
He's
ideas.
that big.
Yeah.
So
she was
tiny.
small. Yeah.
Oh, tiny. Okay.
So we go out there. So
Wow.
now Ian has the meeting of, hey, you guys can do whatever you want, blah, 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 this and that and the third. I look at my tag partner, I'm like, whatever you do not curse out there.
But why?
He's like, but why? I'm like, because everybody and their mama, because it's IWA Mid-South, is going to say, fuck this, that, and the Don't. Just be witty with the comebacks. Like, if somebody tries something, just be witty.
Yeah.
Don't curse. It's the only way we're going to stick out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As soon as our music is about to play, he goes, what happens if there's no reaction? We're going to do the nobody knows us? Like, yep, we'll just go with that. Music play, obviously nobody know who the fuck we are.
Yeah, exactly.
So we come to the current, they kind of like, and he's, yeah, nobody knows us. And he starts running his mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Instant
backing him up.
hits.
I'm just backing him up like, yeah. We get in the ring. He's cutting a promo without a mic. He's just cutting this promo.
He's just talking shit.
Yeah.
And this little girl must have been like under the age of 10. And she's giving him shit.
Yeah.
And he's just talking. And then finally she said, you need to shut up, ugly. That's what she said. I'm like, what? You don't talk to my best friend like that. That's my best friend. You show him respect. She's like, you can shut up too, ugly. Oh, I'm ugly? And I go between the ropes. I could have said anything.
Yeah.
And I could have been reckless. All I said to this little 10-year-old, your mother.
Oh.
This bitch, that's how you gotta say it. This bitch went into her purse and pulled a knife out saying, I'm gonna stab you. Started walking towards the ring, and when I went, fuck. we're going to jail.
Yeah.
And my boy's like, why? Like, because this bitch is going to get in the ring. I'm not getting stabbed. I'm going to punt kick this bitch.
Exactly.
But there's a problem. We're in the middle of bumfuck Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm Spanish. We're going to fucking jail. I don't care how much of, you got my back.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, but Spanish, white girl, we're going to jail. But my buddy's so quick, he diffused everything. But this lady was ready to stab me.
Wow.
Damn.
And I ain't saying nothing reckless. It
said,
wasn't like I looked at
"Your
her like,
mother."
oh, fuck you, you little bit. All I
Yeah.
said was, your
Yeah,
mother.
mama. Yeah.
And it's on camera, and she just, and I'm like, what the fuck? We're going to jail. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not getting stabbed.
After
Fuck
all
this
that
bitch.
talk about not cursing, and it's just
Right.
you say your mom.
Your mother.
Yeah, mother.
That's all I said.
Yeah. Oh.
And she went into the purse. Like,
You
she
know
knew.
what not to say.
And
in
I'm over here
Memphis,
like,
Indiana.
yeah. What are you gonna do? This bitch, we're going to jail. Gator, we're going to jail. Cause I'm a punk kick this bitch.
Wow.
So then the thing about it is, pull back a little bit in the current, because now the whole crowd is wild up. How am I gonna stop this girl from doing all her stuff? I'm punching the bitch in the face. So I'm like, well,
right.
then I have to change this because I'm not trying to go to jail nor get stabbed tonight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was funny though because
That's crazy.
they
Some
was trying to
fans
put
are
the match
nuts.
together and
Yeah.
stuff, and they was trying to make Fantasy just do like the comeback, right? Make her just like the girl in the match, whatever.
I
And-
know Sugar Duggington from Shikara. I know him from that way back. So he sees me. He's excited. He's like, it's about time you make your way out here. He's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Like, we're just trying to do this. It's like, bro, bitches die out here. Maria just won Prince. She hardcore. Don't do that because they're going to boo you out the building. I'm like,
He's like, what? He's
What?
like, yeah, bitches die out here.
bitches die out here. Maria just won Prince. Don't do that shit, bro. They fight out here. I'm like, okay.
He's like, you gotta hit that bitch.
So I just looked at her like, well, I'm gonna just punch you in the face. She goes, okay. So I can think of. And then all that happened. I'm like, well, punch to the face is ixnay because I'm not going to jail tonight.
Yeah. Wow.
Yo.
But they still got a please come back chant.
Yeah, we were the only match that whole night that got a please come back
Because
chant.
y'all were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did such a good job. They placed the match the way it should have been with Will and Fantasy, and Will literally Voltron Fantasy and knocked them around. It was just, it was
That's
great.
on video somewhere. I have to see
Yeah,
that.
it's on
Yeah,
video.
it's
yeah.
on the
Gotcha.
IWTV.
It's on IWTV.
It's
Yep.
on IWTV.
IWTV. Okay, I have to watch that.
It's on the tryout.
2019? Yeah, because it was way before
was April,
COVID.
right?
Yeah,
Or
April of 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did y'all get along with COVID there? Like, what,
You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah,
that was my way out
completely.
of wrestling.
Yeah.
I was getting to the point that I'm like, I'm done
Done.
being on the road every weekend. Like, I've done everything I wanted to do. I'm done. Oh, the world ended. Perfect. Now I don't have to do no retirement speech. I don't have to do this farewell tour that everybody always do before they
Yeah.
leave. I'm like, fine. Wrestling's done.
Yeah.
I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then HC Loke and Caden called me like, hey man, we got a booking this weekend. It's in a secluded place or whatever.
Yeah.
We should do it. I'm like, I'm done.
I'm done. No more.
I'm done. No, come on,
The
man.
world's ended. No, we're
the
not
boys,
doing it
the
anymore.
boys haven't been together in 6 months. Let's just do it. I'm like, I'm done. I got fat. I was in shape. I gained like 40 pounds like everybody else did. I'm like, I'm done.
I got
don't
a
want to do
cat
this.
now.
So they convinced me to go on
Now
this
he's got a
damn
cat.
trip.
Meow.
Yeah. They convinced me to go do this goddamn show in bumfuck Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, we're gonna go do this match. It's gonna be horrible because we don't know nobody here. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a fucked up match, and I can see, and this is why I'm fucking done. And we meet these two guys, and all of a sudden, they started the conversation off wrong. That's how I knew we were fucked. Well, I knew I was fucked. As soon as they came up, oh my God, we're such fans of everything you've done. We know your stuff. Like, whatever you guys want to do, we're going to do. I'm like, oh, fuck, no. Not what I wanted to hear right now. I actually wanted the two guys that come in that know what they're doing, but
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.
So they're like,
You
no,
want
we'll
them to
do-
be
It's
assholes.
because he likes shitty wrestling, and he was, you know.
Yeah, I love shitty wrestling.
Oh, do you?
No, I love shitty
You're
wrestling.
gonna see our match then. That would be great. It's gonna be the shittiest match ever made.
Don't tempt
ever.
me with a good time.
Yeah,
Fuck.
ever. You need to come
Yeah.
down and sit
So-
right next to right in front row.
So the guys come and, yeah, man, we seen your stuff. We know what you guys do. So whatever you guys want to do, we'll follow your lead. And we had the match of the night.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I get to the back. We got a standing ovation from the crowd. And now we got a standing ovation from the boys. And I just went,
I can't quit now.
they look at me and I'm like, I fucking hate you guys. I'm back. I hate you. I'm back. And
Yeah.
just sat down. and started taking my gear off. I was so mad.
Yeah.
You would think I would be so happy because we had the best. It was fucking infuriating. I was ready to kill somebody.
Yeah.
I'm
Now
like,
look
fuck
at
you
him.
guys.
What did you plan on doing? Like, you was quitting wrestling. What did you
Just
plan on
walking
doing?
away. Just done.
You was gonna work like construction, or what was you gonna do?
At that time, I was doing maintenance work at apartment complexes
Yeah.
in New York, so I would have been fine.
No more. I'm not gonna be sore anymore. I'm not gonna be bruises. all
Yeah,
over.
I was like, I'm
Yeah.
done. Like
I get to gain 20 pounds.
I
I'm
traveled.
good.
I traveled everywhere I wanted to travel. I did everything I wanted. I've been in the PWI 500. I've
Yeah.
won world titles. I've traveled all over the world. I wrestled with my best friends on big matches and everything. Like, I'm good.
And now you're to this point.
I got punched in the face by Brody Lee.
Fuck, bro.
Now you're at this point here.
Yeah.
Brody Lee.
Best buddies.
Yeah, best buddies.
Best
The greatest buddies in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
So, are we going to talk about the little secret that y'all was telling Scott Diamond, or are we going to keep that secret still?
It's on you, baby.
That's on you, boy.
Y'all going to announce? Does anybody else know this, or are we going to announce it
No,
here?
everybody knows. I think
Well, I
everybody
mean,
knows.
Everybody knows but us.
People know,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
not everybody know.
Yeah.
Our close friends know and everything because, you
Uh-huh.
know.
How did it happen? Did he get down his knee?
Oh, no.
No,
You didn't get on your knee?
no.
She
He's
asked you.
horizontal.
We were horizontal.
Oh, so she asked you.
No.
No.
You're not getting the meaning.
No, it wasn't even like that. As much as you think, it wasn't like that. We were just having a.
Just laying there talking.
We were both, having what we call pillow talk. We were having
Uh-huh.
a deep conversation.
Tell us how it happened.
We were-
Recreate this for us. You first, and then
So-
you.
so I was
who went first?
I had
were
a-
talking
I
about
had
something.
a chub. I had a chub going on.
I told it no.
No,
Sit
I mean-
down. No.
Go through it. Like reenact this
seriously,
for us.
We were laying down. We were just talking about life.
No, reenact it for us.
We were literally.
she don't
Hi,
have-
hi, Maximo. How you doing? Well,
She
you
don't-
know what, Maria? I think we should do this. And you're
Nah.
like, well, you're crazy. And no, I
no,
really
we
love
had,
you. I really want to.
we had some things going on. Just like his mom had been sick, and he had been going back and forth to New York, and he was missing his son and stuff. And like, I was working. Oh my god, ungodly hours. So like, I was always at work and always putting work first. And so we were literally just. He had just came back from New York, and from visiting his mom, and we were laying down. We were just having this life conversation, like
Yeah.
you know. Figuring out what the fuck
Yeah.
we were going to do from
We're
this
gonna
point forward.
Continue this, or we're going to, like, you go your way, I'll go my way.
I mean,
No,
I mean,
no,
no, I
that
mean-
wasn't it. No.
I mean,
No.
yeah.
It was more of what the fuck, like, what is our plan?
Like,
What's-
what-
Like,
we-
you're my
life?
best buddy, I'm your best buddy. Let's
Yeah,
just,
and
let's
we
just
have
tie
all
this
this-
knot up.
we have all these things going on, like, you know, like his son's 12 years old. He lives 600 miles away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And his mom's got diabetes and doesn't take care of herself. Los Padilla está te escuchando. But no, she doesn't take care of herself the way she's supposed to.
Right.
You know? So
How old is she? How old is she?
My mom will be 58 in December.
58? That's young.
Yeah, my mom will be 58 in
That's
December.
young.
My dad will be 62 in
May.
next week.
Yeah, next week.
Next Thursday.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Pops.
But you know, he, like I said, he was going back and forth and stuff and trying to get her lined out, and we were just trying to figure out like what our steps were for us, and we just had a nice little deep conversation. And
So it was more of an agreement instead of like him like getting on his knees and saying, "Will you marry me?"
yeah, it wasn't a getting on his knees, but no, he did ask me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Awesome.
we were just horizontal.
And you said yes.
I did.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did.
And y'all, how long is the engagement going to be? I mean,
Oh, well, that was in April of. So we've been engaged for a year and a month. But our wedding is coming up real soon.
oh wow.
It's in,
y'all have it in the ring?
Yes.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
ring? OVW or wow?
OVW.
It'd be kind of hard for everybody to go to Cali.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the end of July. Where our, what do you call it, aficionado?
Yeah.
We're gonna be married by Al. So
Oh no shit! Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
That,
awesome.
they asking that was an ordeal right there.
Are y'all gonna be making it part of the show or
No,
just-
no. So
No,
it's a show,
Yeah.
but for us.
But for us,
It's not going on
there's
TV.
No wrestling.
none-
there's
nothing.
no. but like we were, it all come about by trying to find venues because venues are
Oh,
expensive.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
So I kind of jokingly.
he was like, well,
I mean, you got a big place right there to do it.
Well, but I was
What?
joking because in my head I'm like, well, while we were looking,
Yeah.
in my head I'm like, we're both wrestlers. We're always at OVW. Like,
he's like, I wouldn't mind getting
why
married
why
in
not
the ring.
there?
Yeah, wrestling brought y'all together. Why not?
Yeah. So I was
Why not
like,
it bring
so
you-
I just jokingly like, hey, what about OVW? She just looked at me with a smile like, would you be against that? I'm like, no.
That's my dream one.
And she's like, fuck it, yeah, let's talk.
That's
and,
what I've always dreamed of.
And then she was like, said something. I'm like, yeah, we just gotta find somebody.
I was like, you know,
Are you gonna
Al,
suplex him right after?
No,
You should.
not in my
You
suit.
should.
Hell no.
That work.
I'm a drama queen when it comes to me dressed up and think, nah, we ain't messing up the suit.
he was like, you know, who can we? I was like, you know, Ronnie. Ronnie is ordained, so Ronnie could marry us. I said, but you know, that might be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Little-
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
and we're all
exactly.
real good friends.
We're all
It's
good
great.
friends.
Yeah.
But still, you know.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
And then she's like, you do know.
I said,
Al's
you do
or-
know Al's ordained, right?
Yeah.
And I just, you're fucking joking. She goes, no, I'm serious. I'm like, would you be? She's like, no. Like, would you? I'm like, no, let's do it.
Let's do it. It sounds great.
So we showed up to OVW to ask him.
It was
so
the greatest thing ever.
Before anything, or before that happened, we were talking to Al's wife. So we broke the news to her, and she was excited. I'm like, oh, we're thinking about maybe asking Al. She goes, oh my God, you should. I'm pretty. He would be
That's
so happy.
awesome.
I'm like, really? So we show up a few Thursdays later or whatever.
And we show up early, and the funniest thing is, but like we're sitting in the car, and Al comes out the door, and he's cussing.
He is legit. And
I'm
like,
sure.
'cause I told her like, oh, we'll
Yeah.
ask him today. That's why we were there early. I'm like, hey, let's get there early.
We'll go talk to
We'll
Al.
go ask Al because once 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hits, he's OVW Al. Like, hey, this is what we need to do for TV. Like,
Yeah,
let's get
business.
there early so we can talk to him. She goes, oh, okay. And we get there, and I'm like, oh, and he's right out there, and he is losing. I'm like,
He's motherfucking the world to himself.
everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at her like, you think it's a good?
I was like, nope,
And here comes who else right behind him?
His wife.
Matt Jones.
Oh, Matt Jones.
And we just looked at each other like, oh, of course, the one day that we want to talk to Al about life,
Yeah.
this fucking guy shows up. So then later in the night,
And then
nothing is going right
Oh
on
my
TV.
God! One of the most messed up. If it could go wrong, it went wrong nights. that we had production
from production to some wrestling and everything.
to somebody
So
getting hurt to
Al's-
like it's the whole nine.
So Al's in his office, and he's having a few adult beverages.
After the show, and
After the show,
everybody's gone.
everything's
Yeah.
gone.
Is winding down.
Yeah, winding
So-
up. But at the same time, he is motherfucking everybody
So
because
we
they're
go
in
in
the
there
office.
to talk to him, right?
Yeah.
Well, a couple of the Rush guys come in.
And he starts motherfucking them. And then he starts having that passionate about wrestling conversation. Then
And
he
he
throws me.
motherfucks him by
he motherfucks me.
association.
I'm like, dude, I don't have nothing to do with any of this.
He's like, I didn't even wrestle today.
I ain't even wrestled today. Like, this has nothing to do with me.
Exactly.
And
He's like, "But you're in it too."
But you're in it, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, everybody always wants this and this. I'm like, oh, talk about everybody wants something. I actually need to talk to you. Everybody needs to talk to me. I'm like, it has nothing to do about wrestling. He's like, oh, you gotta talk to me? Nothing about wrestling?
I was like,
no.
I swear, Al, nothing to do with wrestling.
And his whole demeanor changed. He's like,
Okay.
oh, okay, yeah, what's going on? Everything okay?
That's great. That's great.
And we're just looking at each
So
other like,
everybody's gone, and it's
So
just
everybody
me,
gone.
him, and Al,
And-
and Jessica's doing some things
whatever.
in the building.
And then I'm like, hey, I heard you're ordained. And he's like, yeah. And he goes into his wallet, he pulls out the card. I did this. I'm marrying my son. And I'm like, oh, how far along do you like book stuff and you know, whatever? And I'm just asking questions. And he's just like, yeah, this and this and this.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Are you like, yeah. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
He gives her
Now,
like
mind
2
you,
barrels.
Al's not a hugger.
Al's
Yeah.
not a hugger
No.
nor a handshaker.
Yeah.
He's giving her hugs. He's shaking my hand, giving me a big hug. He's like, you want me to do this for you guys? Like, yeah, like, it'd be my honor. It's fun. Yes, whatever
Absolutely,
you need.
yes.
Oh, wow. That's
Whatever
amazing.
you need me to do. And then Jess walks in. He's like, Jester. And she's like, oh, I knew. I told him to come.
I told him to come and ask you.
I told him to come ask you. I didn't want to ruin their moment. I wanted them to tell you.
Yeah, that's
He's like,
awesome.
oh my God, this is so
God.
exciting.
Put it on the calendar. What else do you guys
She's
need?
like, I already got it on the calendar.
I'm like, he's like, what else you guys need? Like the venue. He's like, it's yours.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's
Yeah.
incredible. He seems like a really good, cool guy.
Yeah, he is. I've learned a lot under the tutelage of Al Snow.
Yeah. He seems really cool guy. That is incredible.
But it was hilarious because he went from motherfucking everybody
Y'all fixed his day.
and but we hung out with them at
Until
OVW till
1:30 in the
about
morning.
2 in the morning.
Just
Really?
bullshitting in the parking lot, talking, about life, first dates. And,
First dates and everything, and this one telling stories that she shouldn't be telling everybody, but she does. So I'm like,
Tell one of those stories here.
well, it ain't really. It's not even R-rated. So
Yeah.
it's a little extra.
It's a little X-rated story.
Hey, we don't care.
So all right.
Let's just say at the first night that we ever sealed the deal, I turned him into a girl.
Oh wow, yeah. She had you
So-
squalling.
No, so
Nah.
here's so okay. Here's the thing.
Oh, I love you.
So
No,
so-
you know how
so-
like when
so I
girls
chased
are
her.
usually the ones that are like calling their friends, oh my God, this
Oh yeah.
But it was like that, but not that way. But okay.
It was giggly
So
ass.
I chased. Finally get the date. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm living in New York, so no, but we got together before that. So we're now together. Come out for the date, and we close the deal. Now, mind you, before I come out here for all of that, my buddies in New York know the deathmatch shit.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, imagine if it's time to close the deal. And she's like, hey, you got to do this and barbed wire that. And you got to get some juice and everything. I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not going home with blue balls. I'll do it once.
Yeah.
As soon as she falls asleep, I'm out the door and I'm blocking her in life. Facebook, phone number, everything. Like, I'm blocked because I'm not doing. I can't do this shit for the rest of my life. No,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Can't do
Oh,
the death.
punch me, choke me. No, I'm not going to jail. Like I'm not doing that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's.
But they
crazy
have
shit.
this in my head.
Oh, Your
So now-
buddies have built this up for you.
Now we're going on a date. I almost died eating dinner because we went to her favorite Mexican restaurant. I thought I loved spicy food till that night.
I told him, I said, I love spicy food and that shit's hot for me. Don't eat
And
it.
I'm just like, nah, man.
He's like,
I'm good.
I got this.
It's devil shrimp. That's what it's really called.
Camarones a la diabla.
It's devil shrimps. I got this. Brother, I take that first spoon. I'm like, I just instantly start just sweating. The waitress comes. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm going to need a Coke. She brings me a Coke. By the second time, I like, anytime you come check
I
on
need
us,
some milk now.
just bring Coke. I wasn't even thinking milk. Anytime you come over here, just bring a Coke.
Because this one's going to be gone.
It took me an hour and a half to finish my plate. And she'll tell you, I eat like a prisoner.
He's like he's in prison.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, bro, no,
She tells
I'm not
me I
gonna
don't
take
taste
it.
my food.
Yeah.
She said, you don't taste your food. I'm just eating.
I
At
like
night,
that too sometimes.
I'm like, I'm not
Hour
going
and
to
a
take it
half.
from you, I
I
promise.
was in the Navy and I just.
Yeah. Hour and a half to finish that damn plate.
Yeah.
So now we finally go home. Time to seal the deal. We sealed the deal. And
Yeah.
I did a great night. I did
It
a good
wasn't.
job.
It wasn't crazy like you just.
No, thank God. I'm
Regular. Not
even-
regular.
Not
but
regular, but it wasn't what they were telling
yeah,
me
it wasn't
was
like
going to be.
beat
It was
me,
a good
beat my
night.
ass.
It was a great night. So
He
I'm
thought
just.
he did good. He
I did
kicked back,
great. So I'm kicked back.
Gonna watch some TV.
In my head, like,
I need
oh,
to tell the guys about this.
No,
No, not yet.
It was, what she did is what made me get a hold of them.
Yeah.
But I'm there. I'm like, all right, we're gonna watch a little bit of TV. I think I got one more round on me.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she just turns around and she goes, "Hey, thanks for the house." Yeah, not my hands.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for the house. And I just was like, yo, what the fuck? Did you? Fuck this. Hold on. Where's my phone?
shaking.
Boys, I gotta ask you guys something because some shit went down right now. Well, like, what's like the weirdest thing that's happened after you guys closed the deal or whatever? And they gave me normal stuff. Oh, I left or we cuddle and this and that. Oh, that's not what happened to me.
I got the hand into the hot dog and the
Yeah, she got the hot dog and handshake, like literally hot dog and handshake. My buddy Caden sends a voice message,
Caden's
and all
right.
it says, that's all I got. And My mentor Logan was like, "You marry that lovely young lady right now.
That is
you
awesome.
just marry her right now."
That is awesome. That is awesome.
I'm like, fuckers, like nobody's on my side. I'm like, what the fuck?
He's like, I just turned into a female.
I'm
calling him a
like,
friend.
I had
Like,
to
good-
text him, like,
I gotta tell people about this.
I can't believe this really happened.
Yeah, thanks for the house.
Yeah, thanks for the house.
that is
But
hilarious.
how did it go? Like, oh no, the house was the house was light, but the window was tremendous. I tell you that. But yeah, I'm like, she did that. I'm like, yo,
Holy
what
shit,
the?
that's a big dude.
That is a huge dude.
So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Really? So we're telling Al that Al's just died. Like,
I'll
it's
bet.
like, that's amazing. Like, really? I'm like, yeah, it really happened.
So do we know the date yet? Or
July 27th.
July 27th. You told us that already.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, July
Yeah.
27th.
July 27th.
Aaron Rose said, before anything, he says, how's Maria and Maximo tonight?
Tiny?
Yep.
Oh, we are fantastic.
I'm
Tiny.
fantastic. I'm good. Enjoying this conversation.
It got a little bit.
We've been on
X-rated.
here almost 2 hours already.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm long-winded. You want stories? I can tell you stories.
No,
for
I
days.
love it. I love it. I
Well,
love.
especially with dealing with this one for the last 3 years. Yeah,
I
there's
love
stories
having-
galore.
I love having people on that want to talk, because sometimes you'll have somebody on, you have to pull it
Yeah.
out. You have to
Oh,
pull
yeah.
the conversation out of them. You're like, oh my god,
Oh, no,
you're
we like
killing
to
me. Yeah.
It's like this. Yeah,
this
we
is
walk
easy.
into all,
This
like,
is easy.
And for us, like for a while, we had actually had to sit down and talk, because for a while it was just like we were only talking about wrestling. I'm like, babe, we gotta turn that off.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
we need a time for just Maria and Maximo. No wrestling, no work, just us.
Yeah.
And then we just found out that we're fucking weird. We try to out meme each other.
Oh yeah.
That's our love language.
That's how
Yeah.
memes.
He'll go
Yeah.
to the
Like it's
bathroom.
sometimes like the apartment, like people like will show up, like Haley will show up and just look, and we're just sitting there, and she's like, "You guys fighting or something?" I'm like, "Why? You guys are quiet." I'm like,
We're talking.
"I found this meme. I'm trying to send it to her.
We're talking.
We're out memeing each other over here."
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
his favorite thing to do is go sit on the toilet
And just
me.
me,
That's a shitty story.
yeah, just send memes, or she'll send me some while I'm sleeping. I wake up to them. I'm like, "Oh, this is great."
He'll wake up and I'll hear him upstairs because we bought a house. We just bought a house back in
that
November.
y'all sound like y'all have the funnest relationship.
Dude, we do dumb shit to pop each other.
Yeah.
Like
And we
the
don't-
dumbest shit.
And y'all,
I-
because y'all are best buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we've been together almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And we've literally had maybe 2 knockdown, drag out, just argument fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just, and they've both been about life.
Yeah.
But we don't argue. Like our biggest argument is over dinner.
Yeah.
Like, where
What are you eating tonight? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You pick tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
What do you
That's
want dinner?
exactly
Yeah,
the
you pick. I don't want to pick.
What do you want me
if
to cook tonight? Well, I don't know. What do you want to cook tonight? I'm like, tell me what you want to fucking eat. I'm cooking.
Sometimes I just look at her like, whatever's easy for you to cook. Everything is easy for me to cook. Like, son of a bitch. Like,
Just
yeah,
cook.
okay.
Something.
Like just anything.
But yeah, we don't argue. We don't
That's awesome.
like people has asked him.
Have you been in relationships where you argued with that person a lot?
all the time?
Yeah. It's so refreshing not to argue. Yeah.
To have
That's right.
like if I have an issue, like I'm real big on communication. Sometimes he's a little not communicative, and I have to drag it out of him. But he's
Yeah,
getting better.
yeah.
You know.
Seems like a fun-loving person. You do.
Who, me?
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
very fun.
Dude,
Yeah.
Right.
I'll give you headaches with just this dumb shit that I do, because
Oh,
you just be
I
laughing the
love
whole
dumb
time.
shit. Dumb shit's
I
my
can't walk
favorite.
upstairs and him behind me.
What's that?
I can't walk upstairs.
Oh yeah,
and
you
him
got the
behind
finger
me.
up the ass
No,
sometimes.
it's not the finger.
Oh yeah.
It's the nose. I'm like,
Oh.
what are you doing?
Well, she sent me a meme one time. And it said when the guy, what was it? The guy was trying to do something, and something to the effect that the girl snatched his nose
With her
with
butt
her
cheeks.
with her butt cheeks. She was like,
And
"Oh,
it's
got
just
your nose." So I was walking up and said, "Come on, get my
Get my
nose."
nose. Get my nose.
Guys, at this point, we've been here under 2 hours. I'll let everybody say a goodbye and tell everybody your social medias and tell everything that you want everybody to know. So I'm going to let Johnny go first.
Go, Johnny, go.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been tuning in. Thank you, Scott Diamond, for calling in. Diamonds are forever, baby. We got to get y'all back in for a part 2. Because this has definitely been a fun episode tonight.
Got to do a Diamond Cartel reunion.
That's right.
Exactly. We could.
Hey,
And I'll just sit in the
I can
background.
set that up.
Yeah.
I'll sit in the background because I'm not part of that, so I'll
Me
just sit in
too.
the
I'll sit
background.
on the couch with you.
Scott Diamond will probably let you be an honorary member. Like,
Johnny's
in
an
here and
honorary
talk
member.
for us.
Oh, there
You're
you
an
go.
honorary member, aren't you, Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, stay nice, buddy.
You're next.
No, we got a lot of things coming up. We're still doing, we got the OVW tour. I'm open for bookings anywhere and everywhere. I got June 3rd for UCW for Terry England. I forgot where, but I'm there June 3rd.
Probably a fair show or something.
Yeah, and then June 29th, I am wrestling Chris Michaels in Hopkinsville,
Kentucky.
That's a
Kentucky.
big match. Chris
Yeah.
Michaels. Yeah.
It's a match that we wanted to do last year, but either he was sick, I was sick, or I had stuff going on in New York that I couldn't
Some of
make
those
it.
guys like Chris Michaels and Stan and all them guys are just legendary down there. That's a big match for
so
you.
I am finally getting my hands on Chris Michael on June 29th in Hopkinsville.
Oh, Dad.
Oh, Dad. Sorry, I got to beat him up. And and every Thursday, see me out, hopefully sometimes on OVW TV.
Yeah.
If not, Overdrive on Tuesdays. Social media is all X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, Facebook, all at Maximo Suave.
At Maximo Suave, guys. Check him out.
If you're gonna bug me.
Go over and like and follow Maximo
Yes.
Suave.
If you're going to book me, get a hold of Maria because she knows everybody. Everybody that knows Maria, just get a hold of her. She knows when I'm available.
I'm his agent, apparently.
She's my agent. She's the boss everywhere.
And best buddy.
She's the boss everywhere. Home, work, wrestling, like everything.
Yeah. You seem to like it.
I do.
He's been needing
Right.
a boss.
He's needed a boss.
You-
He's
you-
needed
you-
structure.
You can go ahead now.
I just want to say, for anybody out there, if you haven't watched Wrestlers on Netflix yet,
Yes.
go watch it. It tells a very good, compelling story about probably 5 or 6 of us at OVW. It gets into our lives a little bit, and I think it was put together very well. So, Wrestlers on Netflix. You can catch me and the kid on WoW. We're about to go film season 3. Right now, we are currently the WoW Women of Wrestling Tag Team Champions. So nobody's taking those titles from us. Just saying.
No way.
No. OVW every Thursday night. Catch us on Thriller, YouTube, Facebook Live, WBNA 21, and you can catch us in your local areas on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, depending on the CW and Fox stations in your area, the local channels in your area. All my social medias at Amazing Maria. It's amazing_Maria, but you just type my name in and it pulls me up.
What about
Yeah,
what
I
about the
Googled-
WoW?
I
Don't forget the
Googled you.
WoW social media.
Oh,
Don't forget it.
oh yeah, I got
Get in
WoW
trouble.
social media, guys.
That's right.
We do have WoW social media. I've got Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, TikTok, WoW. Hold on, let me look. let me look because I don't want to get it wrong because there's an underscore in there.
Oh yeah,
somewhere.
there is. Yes.
Yeah. So
I think it's after Big Rig.
nope, it's WoW_Big Rig Betty.
Oh, there.
Big Rig Betty. Okay.
Big Rig Betty. So on all your social medias,
I Googled you earlier, and that did come up. Big Rig Betty came up.
they're
I honk Big Betty.
Oh, it's amazing.
Right.
Google's amazing. Like,
well, cagematch.net.
yeah.
Has incorporated all my WoW stuff in with my Amazing Maria name and has it all.
That's
in.
cool. They're a great place for source for stuff.
Yeah, if they
Yes
would
and
just
no.
get it right.
Yeah.
You
Yes
know?
and no,
Yes and no,
because
yeah.
I've been wrestling for 20 years.
They
Like,
don't know you.
No, they do.
Yeah.
But they
But
only
it-
have him at like 348 matches or something. And
When I'm way over 1,000
Oh,
matches.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But they
Same.
only have 348. She got me by 6.
yeah, they have me at 354.
She has me by 6.
And I'm like, I've been in the wrestling business for 15 years and I have way.
Yeah, they don't keep up with that kind of stuff, but they
Yeah.
they keep up with nicknames and they have people in there that that.
And some people report. That's why it's just every
Yeah.
promotion doesn't report. I
Exactly.
wish they did.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
You
should.
can't get them to report do anything. A lot
Because
of
I
them.
I wish I'd have kept
Just if
a
they
running
if you
list
know
of all
if you
my
want to know
matches.
about Amazing Maria, just Google.
Yeah,
She can
Google me.
like she's your first like 30 Amazing Maria. You're like the first top 30.
Really?
on there. Yeah,
I've never
I'd
Googled
say.
I gotta
myself.
Google you.
There's all
I've
kinds
never
of stuff.
Googled myself.
Yeah, we Google NiceGuyAndy podcast because it's like the top. We're like top
I'll Google you.
10 things, guys. So you
That's
can find
awesome.
all our stuff on there too. Guys, I want everybody to go out to the NiceGuyAndy podcast page on Facebook and like, share, follow, comment on the comments, and give us a big push over there. We are growing fast, and we appreciate everybody's
That's me every night.
everybody's coming. Yeah,
Grow fast.
yeah. I grow every morning. I'm a morning guy.
Your morning guy.
I'm a morning
Yeah.
girl too. I keep
Yeah.
trying to tell her. that.
Mornings are
I'm
great.
a morning girl.
Yeah, mornings are great. Get the day started. Right.
Amen.
That's right.
Guys, me and Johnny have a match. Well, we having a Rated X Jimmy Walls on tomorrow night, guys. We're gonna have
Rated X.
2 podcasts this week. We may end up having another one. Ain't the pay-per-view on Saturday too?
Sunday.
Sunday is
The AEW one?
no
The Saudi Arabia, but that's
Oh, yeah, Saudi Arabia.
Is it gonna
Saturday.
be-
But that's also EWA.
okay. So whatever.
EWA.
Yeah,
It
we're gonna
doesn't
go to
matter. He's got to
EWA.
do what you say anyway.
I
You
know
own
he
it
does
right
what
now.
does what I tell him to do.
EWA, bug me. I'm available.
EWA,
Oh,
you
not
hear
this
it?
weekend. You said this weekend?
No.
EWA is this
EWA is
Nah,
the 31st.
I'm not available this weekend.
EWA is the 31st.
Oh, I'm
31st.
available to the 31st. Hey,
Yeah.
EWA.
Well,
I'm
I'll
available.
I'll message Adrian and tell him.
Yeah, Adrian. I want to wrestle.
oh,
You
yeah.
owe me. I wrestle a hippo. The hippo dove on me and gave me a spear. Come on. I think I deserve a second booking.
That's actually
Oh, he's got a
great
flamethrower over there. This AEW
Say
is
that again?
crazy shit.
It's a great promotion. If you want to see a hippo do stuff.
Dude, to be honest with you, like we took that was a booking that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And my buddy from New York, he lives in Virginia now, but he came up that weekend. We were just trying to make a weekend out of it for him. So we got on that show at the last second, and then like a few days before, that's what it was when I got the message of, hey, how do you feel about wrestling Berto? Like, I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
Because I had tried to actually get him on just so we could get Risk on because he was down.
Yeah.
And Adrian was like, I don't really have anything this show, but I can book him next show.
Yeah.
And then a couple days later, whoever was supposed to wrestle Berto got sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got COVID.
Oh, it was, it's not like it's anything bad. It was Gaston.
Oh,
Gaston,
Gaston.
yeah.
Yeah. Gaston
Gaston
was sick.
got sick.
Yeah.
So
he messaged and he was like, do you think is Maximo still available? Could I get him for? And I asked him. I was like, hey, do you still want to do EWA? And he was like, well, what about Nick? And I asked Adrian. I was like, well, can we get Risk on too? And he was like, yeah, I'll give him a pre-show match with one of our trainees. And I was like, okay, bet. Just hit him up. And he hit him up, and he was like, so, how do you feel about wrestling Berto?
I'm in.
He's like, I'm there.
I'm
I am
in.
there.
What I like about EWA is they have ongoing storylines.
Yes.
You know, and they try to keep them going. You know, and I guess it's hard to get booked there for just a one-off match because, he's trying to keep a storyline going.
Well, he tried to get me for the tournament
Yeah.
that he had for one of the championships.
The Heritage Belt.
Was that the Heritage?
Yep, the
He was
Heritage.
trying to get a hold of me for that.
Yeah.
And I think it was supposed to be like a 3-show deal.
Uh-huh.
The problem was all 3 shows fell on show days I already had
Yeah,
booked.
exactly.
So like I had two OVW pay-per-views and a show back home. So I'm like, brother, I can't.
I'm telling you, I would like to. I just went up to Michigan and watched some of their wrestling up there. I'd love to go up to New York and watch some of their
Oh,
stuff.
this.
And
It's
if
a
I
lot
ever
of
get
fun
up that way,
It's
I'll
a-
hit you up and find out where to
Yeah,
go. Yeah.
like we just did the home fed, like, and they sold the place out. Like that place was packed.
Oh, yeah, it was
And
standing room only.
So is
It was-
indie wrestling big up there too?
Oh, yeah.
And it's Western New York and New York City.
Yeah.
Huge.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I wanna
really
go.
Huge. Yeah.
WWE's having WrestleMania in Las Vegas next
Yeah, we were
year.
talking about
Oh,
it.
I don't even care about going to WrestleMania. I want to go for all the little side shows and all the wrestlers is going to be there.
That's what we did. Like,
Yeah.
We went to Philly.
We talked
Y'all
about
went to
going.
Philly?
We talked about going to Philly.
Yeah.
For Mania itself,
Yeah.
and then we were looking into tickets. Oh man, the tickets are
Tickets are
expensive.
crazy.
I'm like, but what if we just go to hang out?
Yeah.
Philly.
There's so many side shows, like so many side little, and in Vegas it's going to be crazy because it's going to be like there's so many venues, like
So
Yeah, well,
there's
we
so
were
many
in Philly.
ballrooms to fill with put a wrestling ring up and
And Haley's manager that manages her, she has a manager now, and he was like, so your mom's in town, and I'll book her for a couple things if she wants. And
Yeah.
Haley hit me up. She was like, hey, do you want to do these watch parties and stuff? And I was like, absolutely.
yeah.
So I got booked for literally 2 signings, 2 watch parties.
yeah,
And
We had a
so I
blast.
wound up getting bookings, so I wound up making money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then
It'd be incredible to go and if you're a pro wrestler, go to Vegas this year because
Yes.
you're going to be able to make money. You're going to be able to do whatever.
And Philly.
That's right.
As soon as we got there Friday,
Uh-huh.
not Thursday. We got there Friday. So as soon as we got there Friday, we were at the ECW arena.
Yeah.
had a
So
signing at ECW.
she had an ECW arena signing. For me, was a reunion because all the guys from that area, I broke in with them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got to see all of them.
Yeah.
So it was a blast. She got to see Homicide. OD.
I want to get a bunch of people from around here to go out there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Donnie Green and
You
Bear
guys would
and
have
all
so
of
much
us to
fun.
go out there.
You
out
guys
We
to
had a
Vegas.
blast. Like the guys that hooked her up with the bookings, like they took care of us the whole weekend. Like it was
Really?
a blast.
Yeah.
I told
Y'all
her
probably
like
didn't
I
have
don't.
to spend $1, right?
We did a few.
Couple
Yeah,
dollars.
had to get steak subs. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, we had to go get Philly
and-
steak subs.
And then I told her like I don't care how many times you're booked. All I know is that before we leave, we need to go to the Rocky Steps. Like I need a picture with the Rocky statue.
Oh, yeah.
If we don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that, I'm gonna be pissed.
so we
yeah.
went to the
So
Rocky
we did
Steps
that
on Sunday.
Did you
And
jog up them like him?
Well, we can't run. I got
Man, we
bad
ain't
knees,
got no
brother. I ain't got no knees. We walked it. We walked it, and then we went to go take a picture with the statue because they moved it from up to down. From
really?
the top of they moved it. They moved it like 10 years ago or something
Huh.
like that.
Oh.
So
Because everybody was getting hurt going up them steps.
no, because there's a museum back there.
Uh-huh.
So everybody was crowding around the Rocky
Crowding around
statue to
and
take pictures and
nobody
stuff, and
could
people
go.
couldn't get into the museum.
Museum. So we did the stairs. There's a on the
They
floor
have
on the
a
top
plaque with his footprints in it.
where he stood when he did the whole jumping up and down. So
Yeah.
we took a picture there. I'm like, oh well, the
Wow.
statue's down, and there's my dumbass. There's a line wrapped, and I'm like, fuck. It's Philly. Why do everybody like this? Is a normal thing.
Why is there a line? I'm like, it's WrestleMania.
She looks at me. She's like, "It's Mania." I'm like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that makes
so
sense."
all the out of towners are
So
there.
we're walking to get in line. Fucking Escobar.
Wow.
Santos is there with his family, just and
Chilling in
you know
line.
me. Well, you don't, but
Yeah.
I've been doing this for so long. I don't get starstruck. I don't. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just stop. I'm like, really? The guy behind him, like, yeah, really. I'm like, oh, okay. Just kept walking. Because he just
cool.
caught me off guard. He's just normal guy with his family, just there, and
Chilling, waiting to
everybody
see
was
the-
being polite.
Yeah.
Nobody was
Except for
asking
this
for a
one
thing.
family in front of us.
Yeah, but I just walking. I just
I'm surprised that they didn't try to get Stallone to do something that's Rocky
yeah.
with the
Right,
WrestleMania.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
that-
he's been out on location filming
Right.
that Tulsa
Tulsa
King,
King.
so
Yeah,
he
yeah,
probably wasn't even
And
available.
Cash Flow's going to be in there.
Yeah,
That's
no,
awesome.
but it was just funny because we were just. She sees that I just stop out of
right.
nowhere. She's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Really?" And the guy, I swear, the guy behind, like, "Yeah, really, yeah."
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
that's him. We're like,
like, okay,
okay.
That's
Nobody
incredible.
bothered him until after he took his picture with his family.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
after he took the picture with the statue and everything.
Yeah,
Everybody
wrestling fans are
started.
so awesome about that kind of stuff sometimes.
Yes or no?
Some of them are.
Because we were that was a conversation that was had and Philly was like the fans sometimes ruin it for other fans.
Yeah, yeah.
But we had a blast. It was supposed to be Minnesota. That was the rumors. Oh, it's gonna be in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And we were like, we're going.
I'm like, we're going. Then it was like, oh, it's Vegas. Like, it's even a cheaper flight. Yeah,
oh,
we'll
it's
do
cheaper.
Vegas.
Yeah, and the rooms are going to be. My wife, she's a big gambler, so
Oh, of course. Yeah.
she's going to get a room for free. She's already called her people. Like,
I
she's
got it all set up. Oh, there
yeah.
you go. Smart
yeah,
woman.
Yeah, we got. That's kind of a little far out, but we'll get you a room. I was like, cool.
Now for us, we went to Ring of Honor Friday. We were at the ECW.
Had to go watch
arena.
Billy win her title.
Then we went to
yeah,
we went to Ring of
yeah.
Honor. The next
And
day
I had
we
to
went.
watch Eddie. Oh,
The next day we went to the clusterfuck.
that was crazy.
That GCW show was crazy.
Yeah,
And then Sunday
they're coming to Louisville, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Al's birthday.
on Al's
on
birthday.
a Thursday.
On a Thursday.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
we were talking about it. I was the one that told her. I'm like,
did they just not care, or they just that's when they could get the venue, or what? Like,
Oh no, the venue the venue's available.
yeah, they just doing it to try to crush OVW, or is it?
who knows?
Who knows?
It could be a yes or a no.
It's
Yeah.
pro wrestling.
It's pro wrestling.
Yeah.
It's pro.
They're
wrestling.
trying to live off, try to get a little of their heat, a little bit of their. Yeah.
And in reality, all it's doing is just hurting both companies.
Yeah.
Because now you're gonna split the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, not only are you going to split the crowd, but I mean, we have GCW talent that wrestle at OVW.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there he is.
yeah, see? Look at there.
First person seen.
We'd love to get him on here. We've asked him a couple
Cash
times.
Oh, yeah.
He's a busy guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys know anybody that from OVW that would like to come, just tell them that you
Dude,
know, we're
I'm pretty sure everybody.
we'd love to have them. You know.
Yeah, I'm
we'd
sure
love to.
We had a few that would come down and do podcasts for you guys. Cal would come down, I'm sure.
But he ain't
Cal
Hero.
He's down here
okay.
tonight.
Oh, really?
He's at
Yeah,
the OVW podcast tonight.
Yep.
Oh, I'd love to have him. I'd love to have him.
Fuck those guys. They ain't gonna have cool stories like we do.
No. We're uncensored. We don't care.
Right.
We'll let you say anything you want.
But
Because we love the stories.
No.
Dude, that's the one thing that I can say I really love about wrestling. It's
Yeah.
just the stories.
Stories, yeah. The stories, yeah.
Like, you know how many times I've seen a name and they're like, oh, you want a picture? Like, no. I just want a story.
yeah.
I'll tell you one good story and then we can leave. Kevin Nash.
Okay.
I met Kevin Nash when I was 14 years old.
he asked me for a picture.
He asked you for a picture. But
Kevin Nash asked you for a picture?
Well,
Yeah.
he sent his wife. We were at WrestleCade. I'll
No,
cut
go
in
ahead.
on you.
Okay,
go ahead.
So we were at WrestleCade with Pops, the late great Tracy Smothers,
Uh-huh.
and
His
me
name
and
comes up on this
Oh, my
podcast
God.
all the time.
well,
He was
me
special.
and Jesse Bell and Tracy
I'd
were.
love to have met him. I wish I would have met him.
We were
wish I
at
did.
WrestleCade, and Jim Cornette was at WrestleCade, and Jim Cornette had his megaphone, and Pops was like, everybody wants an STD. That's what they called us, the Smothers Twisted Daughters, popping up everywhere, infecting the world with,
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
But so Jim Cornette's like on the bullhorn talking about who wants an STD? Everybody wants an STD. Come see the STDs. And we were standing talking to Mick Foley, and this lady come up and she was like, "Excuse me," and we were like, "Yes, ma'am, can we help you?" And she was like, "My husband would like a photo with you guys." And we were like, "Oh yeah, sure. Where's he at?" And she's like, "Oh, he's over here at this table over here." We were like, "Okay, cool." And we were just like, we thought it was a fan, right? It was like somebody just wanted a picture with the STD.
Well, he was a fan.
I mean, Jim Cornette's over here screaming, "Who wants an STD?" Right?
Yeah,
So we're like, we had lots of pictures that day, and so we follow her over to the table, and it was Kevin Nash.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like, "I want an STD." So I've got the picture on my phone. It's great. I love
He
it.
seems like a funny guy.
oh, he's a great guy.
Oh,
So,
yeah. He's jacked now, too.
Jack,
You see?
I
Oh,
met
my
him.
God.
So I met him when I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
So the night, okay, so it was Fall Brawl. He lost the title to Booker T. So that's on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
It's in Buffalo, New York, which is 45 minutes from Rochester, where I was living at the time. The night before, Kevin Nash was doing a signing at one of the malls. I didn't know that until later on. After his signing, he went to a gentleman's club. As he's going to the gentleman's club, my father is driving us to go to Walmart, because that was the cool thing to do in those days, was to go to Walmart.
Uh-huh.
And this is 99. So 99. So my dad's driving and we see him get out of the fucking limo and we're like, oh, and my dad's like, what? Like, that's a wrestler. That's Kevin Nash. That's Kevin Nash. My father pulls the biggest Yui ever.
Your dad seems like a great guy.
Pulls into the parking lot, gets out of the truck, goes into the club, pays a cover fee, goes right to Kevin Nash. His security guards get in front of him, and Kevin Nash my father's shorter than me.
Yeah.
So Kevin Nash is looking at them like, dude, the dude's not gonna do
He's
nothing.
tiny.
Just
Leave him alone.
Let him through. What
got an
happened? So my
agenda.
dad is like, oh, kids outside.
In his broken English.
Yeah, hey, kids outside. And Kevin Nash puts it together, oh, your kids outside. You want me to meet them? He goes, yes. Kevin Nash comes outside, takes a picture with us, signs an autograph, everything.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
That was a cool moment.
That's probably a good story for him.
Cooler moments later on in life.
Yeah.
I'm at this show, place is sold out with 2,500 people. He's there that night. We go out there in this tag team match. We fucking steal the show because he came directly to us
Yeah.
and was like, that's a wrestling match. And we started talking, and he's like, he bought us a round of beers. I don't really drink beers, but hey, Kevin Nash bought me a beer. We're drinking beers.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Even my boy Hellcat, who doesn't drink,
Yeah.
was drinking a beer because Kevin Nash was like, that's a match, and bought us around. And we're just shooting the shit, and then he's like, hey, man, anything you guys want to talk about, ask me. I'm all fair games. Oh, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you always hear, and I'm like, I don't want to know about matches or anything. That's cliche, man. Like, this is what I really want to. Where's the weirdest spot or weirdest situation you ever been in for somebody to ask for like an autograph or a picture? And I'm not talking about bathrooms and airports, 'cause that's normal. I mean like something that really fucking sticks out to you. without no hesitation, hey, what's the next town over? I'm like, oh, it's Rochester. Fucking Rochester, New York, brother. Went to the fucking titty bar. This fucking Spanish guy came in. No fucking English, talking about kids outside. I'm like, oh, I guess he wants me to meet the fucking kids. So I went outside and met the kids. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. It's like, you really want to know what's more awesome? He goes, what? Like, that was me with my brothers and my mom, and my dad was the one that went in there. You were at this strip club and you were wearing this. He was like, oh my fucking God. I didn't make it home that night.
Wow.
Took me out that night and bought me drinks the rest of the night.
Oh, that's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And the thing about it is,
that's one of the best stories told on this fucking
I
podcast.
told the boys that story. And, you know, everybody always has a story. So they're like, bullshit. Until that night.
Yeah.
As soon as he starts telling the
He
story,
made you legit that night.
everybody just turns and starts looking at me. And I'm just like, oh, really?
I done told y'all motherfuckers of this already.
For real? Do you remember what you signed? He's like, no. And I pulled out, it was a napkin. I like, there's the napkin you signed. He goes, fuck. That was you. I'm like, yeah, it was me and my brothers. My mom and my dad.
You had the
Still
you had
had
the
it.
autograph with you?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
What, did you carry it around with you, or you just knew he was going to be there?
Because when we were booked, you know,
You
obviously
knew he was
every
going to be there.
I knew he was going to be there.
Oh, that's
So
fucking
the
incredible.
only thing I kept checking on the internet was to make sure that he didn't cancel.
Yeah. I bet.
So once I knew that it was happening, oh yeah, I grabbed
But
it.
he that was his story. That was a crazy story
Crazy
for him
story for
already.
him, yeah.
Like so he remembered it. Like
Yep. He's like, and I'm like, all right, now that we're here, we know it happened. Can you be honest with me? He goes, yeah. The fuck made you go? You know
exactly.
what?
What made you go outside?
I'm gonna go outside. True story. He was like, your father paid the cover fee. I'm like, man, if he paid just to come get me out, the least I can do is go see his kids.
Fuck
Because
yeah.
he paid the cover fee to get in.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, Dad.
Your dad's awesome. Your fucking dad's an awesome guy. Yay! Maximo's dad's awesome. What's his name?
Aníbal.
What is it?
Just go with Maximo
Manuel.
Senior.
Maximo Senior. You're awesome. Yeah. Is he watching? You think?
Didn't even look at a titty. He just went right to Kevin Nash. Kids outside. Okay.
Fuck these titties.
Priorities.
Fuck these titties. I see titties at home. I'm
Yeah.
on. He's thinking I'm on a mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
Your
I'm like, my
dad's
dad-
awesome. Your dad's
awesome
fucking awesome. We have to get him down here on the podcast and tell
Oh
that
my
story.
God, the story.
He can
from
say
that
it in
man.
Spanish. I don't
my
care.
God. No, he can speak English, but
Yeah.
he speaks it broken, even
Yeah.
though he's been living in the States for over 40 years.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
still speaks it like he just got here yesterday.
He's from Puerto Rico.
He's from Puerto Rico. Understands it,
Yeah.
and he can read it, but when he speaks it, it's
Yeah.
like it's like he just got here yesterday and he's
All of
learning
his
Spanish.
friends used to think
No
that he would
shit.
make
Yeah,
fun
so
of
they
his
He's
always
dad.
faking that shit.
So they always thought that I was making fun of my dad because the way he talked. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man, I know what's going on. Yo, this and that. He sounds like that.
Yeah.
So everybody always thought like, oh man, you're making fun of your dad, man. You need to stop that shit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they went and met my dad. Like, you sound just like him.
What if you find out your dad's really fucking faking that shit and he's over here talking, hey, y'all guys. Other
That would
people.
be the perfect rib to ever be played
Hey,
on. son.
if Fanaki could do it, I know my dad's probably doing it too.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
That's
That's
fucking
right.
awesome. Well, that note, we're going to end this podcast tonight. Thank you
Thank
so
you. No,
much.
thank you
I'm
for
so
having
glad.
us.
I'm so glad to have you here. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much for coming. It's been. I know you're a busy person. You came, but thank you for bringing this guy. Fucking great stories. I think that's the best story that's ever been told on this
I
podcast.
appreciate that.
You're going to
Thank
get
you,
the
man.
storyteller of the year here.
Somebody's like,
That's right.
Scott Diamond is gonna come here. He's gonna blow. He's gonna blow it out the water with something else.
Yeah,
I'm like, I heard what that Maximo guy said, so here
Hey,
is
it's
a
what I
story
got,
that's
yeah.
so what.
Maximo Senior is my hero.
Thank you so much for having us, man.
Later, guys.
Appreciate
Later.
Nice Guy Andy podcast.
But that was a true story.
Hell yeah.
And the
This
thing
was
about-
this was our STD photo with Kevin Nash.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Hell yeah. Tracy Smothers. I've known
What's
him
the
since.
Nice Guy Andy
Absolutely.
podcast?
Pops.
Meditate, elevate, and dominate.
That
Do it
night,
with the
like,
Nice
I'm
Guy
telling you,
Andy
as soon as he starts
podcast.
telling the story,
Hell,
you just see all the boys
He
just.
keeps popping off at the mouth. I'm gonna be his daddy.
You weren't bullshit.
Anyway.
No, it's a true story.
You guys go on your
Here's
little
the
rinky-dink
autograph.
bullshit
Yeah,
podcast.
that's my autograph.